Yep. All right. Welcome back to Silverbacks Park in Atlanta, Georgia. National Collegiate Rugby All Star Challenge Shield Weekend. It is the Rising Stars Division East versus North. I am John Broker bringing you this action. Josh Shapata will be with us shortly. We're ready to get underway here in Atlanta as the day rolls on. Just waiting to go down field side. Referee looks like he is ready to go. It is the North versus the East. Getting ready to get us underway here. East is going to be in the blue. Kicking off, running from right to left on your screen. Opposite them is going to be the North. We'll talk about some of the schools that these teams come from as they get going. East set to kick off. That's Dakota Faulkner with the ball. Dakota Faulkner,
yeah, I can
sophomore out of Indiana Institute of Technology from Dayton, Ohio.
Right. There we go.
Referees just checking their technical products. We'll be ready to go. We're just about underway here. A couple of Rising Star games coming your way. Back to the All-Star Division for the next round. End off our day here in the stadium. Other games going on Field 2. Those available on NCR's YouTube page, National Collegiate Rugby TV, NCR TV, bringing you this one. It is East getting us underway. Ball just squirts out there. Jonah Beck trying to go for it, but it knocked on in the action. So it's going to be a scrum here for the North with Rising Stars. Ball in hand.
I know. I was waiting a little bit. Come on. Hey, play me back to that one.
Out of the defensive scrum, you can't go past the tunnel. If you go to the other side, it's the back foot.
North Rising Stars getting set to get us underway here. First scrum of the game here at Silverbacks Park.
Use it.
Big drive coming here from the East as the North digs it out. Away they go into the middle of the field. Runners coming. There's going to take this one straight up. Ochili Mafosa makes that first line break there. Ball comes up a bit quick. So they're going to have to reset are the North. North again. You can see the 22 just in the background there making some good moves. Connor Tierney has a hold of this one. Connor Tierney, first-year player at Thomas College. Would chip through. Doesn't really amount to too much, but referee's going to bring this one back. We're going to have a scrum here for the East to get us going. Some keen players on both of these teams here. Ready to get us underway. East will have the put in there, but deep in their own end, inside their own 40-meter line. See if they look for territorial play or decide to go ball in hand, try to put some phases together and take on this North side.
Crouch.
East Rising Stars, Tino Scafidi to put this one in. Scafidi, first-year player at the University of Delaware, the Blue Hen from Hamilton, New Jersey. Blueberry capital of the world, if I'm not mistaken. Little wraparound dummy here. Comes on the second one. Getting the ball to the wing, but runner player's a little bit sideways there. Michael Loyola brings it in, but there's an obstruction as they go there.
Good now.
Going quick are the North. No problem there. George Pelter taking that ball towards the line. Pelter.
Away, Blue.
Thomas
Back up.
College.
No.
Ball squirts back there. It's going to come back. We're going to have another scrum here deep in their own end. It's going to be the East once again to put this one in.
Huh?
Fairly evenly matched here so far. Down 3 minutes in. The East end, just a little bit the territory going to the Rising Stars from the north right
Behind me.
now.
I'll slide out that way.
He's set to get us going
Make sure your
again.
foot comes back.
That's Scafidi. We talked about him before. Went to St. Augustine Prep.
Crouch. Bind.
Lots of first-year players at this tournament this weekend.
No.
Future is very bright for many of these schools. Scrum doesn't come together to the referee's liking.
All right.
We'll bring
It's
that one
not
up.
Stable, guys. All right. Engage and hold. Okay. It's both of you. Crouch.
Referee wants to
Bind.
get the set. Needs a nice, stable scrum to keep things going here.
Set.
Want to set that tone early as these scrums come together. Plus, these teams don't play
guys.
together
Gotta get your head in. Okay?
regularly, so referee wants to make sure he has this set.
He just didn't get his head in. Everything else was fine.
Another attempt at it here. Scrums can take a little bit of time. Occasionally in this.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
Field ready to get on the way. The number 9s, Connor Tierney, Scafidi, getting to know each other while these teams get ready to play. This one clean. Scafidi comes off the back. They go by the first receiver and look at the wrapper on here. They go to the boost. Dakota Faulkner kicks that one away. Come down. It is Noko. Noko making a good break, but spills that one forward for the north. It's going to come back. Will be a scrum here to the east, and we are going to bring in another commentator here. It's going to be Josh Sherbata. Josh, all yours.
Thank you, John. The beauty of live television. Welcome back, rugby fans. An exciting matchup so far with the Rising Stars of the East and the North. As you saw, just an unfortunate knock-on there. And we had some words from our match official
He's got his final
to
warning.
the East.
You don't need to be concerned about it. Okay.
Both sides have already played earlier today. The East won against the West in a narrow match, 28-25. North victorious over the South, 13-5.
Crouch. Bind.
And
Gonna
we're
have it
back
put in here again for the East. It's going to be Scafidi one more time to put this one in. Ball squirts out the back quickly. It's near the try zone for this East team. They move up the middle, get the ball out in the hands of Methabula. Methabula takes that one in. He's a sophomore to Wheeling University. Nels Fruit, South Africa. They come up the right-hand side. They're in 22.
Black away.
And as you see, the East has the ball, passing some good passage of play. North, though, stifling with their defense. East trying really hard to get out of their territory. Quick kick, nice heads-up play. North plays it, pushed out into touch.
Nice play there under pressure from the East. It looked like Jose Lawal kicked that one away. Put that downfield, a little pressure on the North receiver there. So it's going to be the line out here for the East. North is taken in.
Right here. Alana, you got the front.
John, as a coach yourself, how hard is it for teams like an all-star team to play together?
Keep going.
And there you go. We got the pass thrown in. Passage of play North trying to make something out of this.
Stay there.
As we see the scrum half of the North, Tensito Scafidi passing it back. Good play by the East. North trying to figure out a way to get past the East defense. Number 10, Ryan Paul with the ball, passes it down. We got number 6, Jose Lau, trying to make it through. Oh, unfortunate.
Good
Ball
here.
goes
Just
to
kick
the
through.
dead zone.
Okay. All right.
Good work there by the North, trying to work that one downfield, but just
22.
run out of space on that left-hand side. East put up some pretty good
You have a
defense
scrummer,
there.
22.
Referee telling them they're going to scrummer
It's your
22.
choice. Scrum from Lewis kick or 22 dropout? 22.
It looks like the team has decided to do a 22-yard dropout.
Up here.
Now, John, as a coach here, what would your decision be here for
sure they're all
the East
behind you, okay?
to score and get on to the North?
So East has a 22. They've been down inside their own zone here for a little while. I'd look to take this one a little long, play a bit of a territory game. They need to not play inside their 22 as much as they can.
Got it. North getting the ball now in their
Retreat.
territory.
Come on,
Quick
come on,
kick
come on,
back
come on.
into East territory. Good play there by the East. North missing the tackle. North finally getting the player down just a little bit shy of the 50-meter. East passing it back. Good big run by Big Solid. I believe that's Kieran Hayden from the East. Brandon Pawlowski from the East. Oh, ball does not go to hand and goes out into touch.
Just not quite getting the rhythm down there. The East, the ball just squirts in a touch. Not what they wanted. It's going to be a North throw into the line out here. So good attacking opportunity for them. But the East has gotten themselves outside of their 22, as we talked about.
You want to scrum? All right. Here. Scrum down, guys.
Forward before it went
Josh,
into
that ball is
touch.
knocked on into touch. So it's going to be a decision
Right.
here whether they want to scrum or a line
you
out. So
got
they
that
pick the
side.
scrum.
There you go. And the North, with quite a few big players out in their front line.
9 active
Via
phone.
Murray
Crouch.
from St. Bonaventure, defending champions of Division I.
Set.
Big player, 220 pounds. Here we have the nice scrum. And, oh, it looks like the East is pushing the
Off his
scrum
leg,
back.
play on.
Good play off of the foot, but a little sloppy play there. Ball
I had it
going
off
into
his foot.
East territory. Pass. Looks like looks like Michael Loyola tried to get the ball. And John's going to take it
Ball
from
goes
here.
back. Ball goes back. North has it. North has some danger on the wing here. You can see it right there. Noko puts that ball down, rolls in a touch. The territorial pressure is on this East team. It'll be their line out just inside the 22. But good work by Noko to take that territorial pressure and turn it into general pressure on
white
this
line,
East
please.
team. The longer that North spend time down in this area, the more likely it is that they'll get points. Only makes sense, of course. But opportunity here for the East to take this and probably push it downfield themselves rather than risking playing in front of their own post. But I'm not on the field. We'll see what they decide to do. Ball that coming in from Lowell. We saw him on the other wing just a bit ago. He's from Calgary in Canada. Puts a good ball up straight up into the middle.
As ball's now back to the East. It's out, as the match official has stated. North on it. Going into Eastern territory, getting very close, trying to get through. I don't know if he got it down. What do you think, John?
We'll listen to what the referee said.
No grounding, lost forward.
Yep.
All right, was he in touch
Okay,
first?
he in touch, so he can touch and not touch.
Okay, so scrum.
Yep.
So discussion there between
Which
the
was first?
referee and the assistant.
possession,
Just
in
finishing
touch.
up here.
Yes.
Okay, so it's a line out. Line out here, guys.
See here, the ball comes around. They go wide. Good opportunity here, breaking their way through. That's Mafosa. He has broken the line before, but he gets taken into touch before he gets to the try zone there. So it's in the touch area, so it's going to be a line out here for the East. But at their own 5-meter line, they have been putting a lot of pressure on themselves here, this East team.
Yeah, a lot of pressure, but it looks like North not able to capitalize on that pressure. They haven't scored a try yet, even though it looks like play has been mostly in Eastern territory. East, though, with the powerful scrum pushing back the North. See if they'll be able to get out of their territory. Good kick. There it is by Seamus Fossbender, and it goes out into touch.
So the North, Josh, by continuing to kind of push the ball down on that other end, is forcing East to kick away, and they're getting the attacking opportunities closer and closer to the line. Now they're inside the 40-meter line, so they should have got good opportunity here to string a few phases together, try to get the ball over the line, and break this tie.
And there you go, the East with the line out. Successful take by the East. All getting pushed back. North again, chomping at the bit, trying to get a try, as John said.
Ripped backwards
All
by Black.
squirts out. North able to pick it up. Pass back. Looks like Jose Lau. I'm sorry. Looks like Kane Murray with the ball. So I have Connor Tierney passing it back to Simon Palumbo. Roger Williams University sophomore. Penalty by. Oh.
Time off.
Oh no, looks like there might be an injury there.
Your knee?
Yeah, player took a little ding there, but he held on to the ball, went into the tackle, Palumbo, and had to force to kind of hold on to that ball. The East players are right in and over that one, so a tough one there for Palumbo, the Providence, Rhode Island native, East Providence, Rhode Island native. Very proud of that part of the world. Make sure you tell they're from East Providence. But good turnover there by the East, so that should be their penalty to be able to push this one downfield and play in the north end for a bit.
All right.
And it looks like we're going to be taking an injury timeout, chance for everybody to kind of catch their breath. Hopefully, Simon Palumbo is okay. Again, John, both of these sides have played earlier today. East successful against the West, 28-25. North against the South, 13-5. What is the mentality? Second game of the day. What do you think the mentality for the boys are in this matchup?
So when you're sending people into this second game, you just have to make sure that they really understand that every opponent's going to be different. You know, the different years and different teams come in. You know, you can really run away with your first game, although both games were pretty tight. The second opponent can be pretty tough. So you can't take anything for granted. You really have to start from scratch again. And that's very important to make sure your team is switched on and knows that whoever it is going to be a tough competitor to play.
There you go. All right, back to play. East with the kick. Ball goes out into touch. Very good kick. Good touch find right there. As we're deep in North Territory. It's been a while, if any, that the ball has been this deep into Northern Territory in this match.
It certainly is. So this is what the East wants, to be down this end and be able to attack. Still 0-0. So they've done well with their own zone, but the territorial pressure's been on them. Now they've flipped that a little bit. They need to show what they can do with their offense.
Back this way. This way.
We got Jose Lau from the East. Wheeling University sports management sophomore. Unfortunately, ball does not go into East hands. North picks it up. Big run by Christian Evans from Nichols College. He runs all the way back into Eastern Territory. Great run there. Picked up by Oscar Lindbergh, University of Mass.
No, Blue, leave it, Blue! Leave it!
He's taken down. North cycling the ball, trying to figure out where to go. Here we go. Picks up a good player. Good run there. Taken down by the East. North taking their time, building some passes to play. Good pass to number 23, Kiongo Mitsue Noko. St. Bonaventure sophomore. Pass again. Big run by big man Tobias Ludwig from Nichols College. Looks like the North continuing to hammer against the East, trying to find a hole in the East defense. Good play right there, passing it down. Big tackle by the East.
Stay.
North getting closer to that 22-meter line. There you go. Pick up by Christian Evans, but he gets set right back down. North moving a little bit backwards. East defense holding up. But here we go, going out to the side. Almost loses the ball. North marching in. That's Will Savage. But he gets pushed into touch.
Good passage of play there by the North. They really push this East defense. But on the flip side, East did really well to cover his side to side, complete width to width kind of offense coming from that North team there. Able to scramble on D and cover it and push them in a touch. They're back on their own end, but they did, stave off any kind of a try here. 16 minutes, no score between these teams.
East once again with the line out. Jose Lau. Hopefully this ball will find an Eastern hand. There you go. Throwing it back. East on the run, trying to get out of their territory. North putting on the pressure. Good tackle there. Oh! East loses the ball. Here comes the
He was clear of the rock.
number 4, Christian Evans, once again running into Eastern territory. But
Stay on
we've
side for
seen
me.
this before.
Leave it,
Will the
Blue.
North be able to capitalize? East trying to put up that wall of defense. North is knocking ever so closer to the try
Use it.
line. And as we see
Get back.
North
18 back.
pushing
Offside.
forward.
Penalty
Oh,
advantage.
unfortunately, penalty advantage. North taking advantage of it, and he puts it down.
Hold
Is
on.
it a try?
No, please stop. Pierre, you didn't see that. Hold on, did you see any grounding there?
Looks like the match officials are trying to discuss what's going on.
So referee discussing with the assistant referees
Yeah.
what's happening there. He didn't see the ball get
I
grounded,
didn't
but
see it
both
either.
both
we're
match
gonna back for the
officials, what
penalty.
they are would be
Back for the
on the
penalty.
other side of the post there. So it's hard for them to see. But
All-
it did
all
look like
three
he
of
got
us
this
were
down
blindsided.
to
We
me.
didn't
We'll
see the
take a look
grounding,
here.
So you still get the penalty back here. Wait.
And as
On the
there was
whistle,
a
okay?
penalty,
On
as
the
you see
whistle.
right there,
There was another one. The 9 just squirts right through and gets a ball to the ground. You saw it perfectly right there, but they're going to have to go back to the penalty.
and they are. And there's the try. In the end, North is able to put it down. Try time for the North.
Yeah. Because we don't have TMO, right?
No, we don't.
I didn't think so.
Good
All
try
right,
there
good.
by the North. Well deserved. They've been down in this area for most of this first 18 minutes. So they should have scored a try in the last one, but they're going to get the just rewards in this one. Tierney,
I
the
know.
would-be try scorer, just puts it
Unfortunately,
wide.
with the post right
Just
there.
no answer
And the
there
players,
for big
the line I had to take to
Billy
get back there to see it.
Mifosa.
By the time they had already pushed
Great
it away. So.
player there, the sophomore
No,
out of
good right now. Thank
AIC
you.
in Springfield, Mass. Scores a great try.
And there you go now with the North with the conversion. Looks like the weather, clear day there in Atlanta, Georgia. And the conversion's good.
Connor, just so you know, even though you're the
7
home
points
team,
on the
they have
board,
you as
just
your
they
way on
want
the
from the
board,
North.
okay? Yeah.
And a great try by the North. Great conversion by Connor Tierney, Thomas College freshman from Perth, Australia. And again, it seems that we do not have a TMO, so that's why, unfortunately, the match official was not able to confirm that the try was scored, even though we were able to see the replay. But fortunately, North able to get that try. East with the kick off, the restart.
No.
Bounces right off the North, fumbles it off for the knock-on.
Just not what you want there. Coaches call these the coach killers. You score a great try and knock the ball on 10 meters out from your own line
Right there, guys.
just prior to just right after the next kick. So giving an opportunity here to the East. East, great opportunity to put a try in right here.
Yes, and it looks like, to be honest, the East scrum has been great so far with any of the scrums that we've seen. East, even though I feel the North has a lot more weight in their scrum pack, East was able to push them around. So let's see if we can see that here.
Set.
Again, Santino Scafidi. And there's a penalty against the East, as I must have cursed the East, saying that they'd get the scrum in.
So East there driving in illegally on that scrum. Player was driving inwards instead of straight, according to the referee. So North's going to get to push this one away there. And it's that man right there, Tierney, from first-year player Thomas College.
Side, just fold it right in there. It's ugly.
And so now we're going to have a
Thank
line
you.
out by the North, capitalizing again on the penalty by the East.
Right here, Blue.
Oscar Lindboyk, University of Massachusetts Amherst with the toss in.
Good.
Good. Line out by the North. Here we go. North running in. Marching
Tackle.
towards that 50-meter line. Good tackle by the East. Tierney trying to figure out where to pass the ball. Finds his man. Passing the ball again is Connor Tierney. North cycling through. East getting pushed back. Another one to the man that just scored the try earlier. Passing it now to Kane Murray. And, oh, unfortunately, ball squirts out. It is a knock-on.
Knocked out by Black and then off Blue into touch. Scrum.
Good move, trying to get that one to the outside with a knock-on, and Sue's finally on the outside there. So it's going to be a scrum here for this East team. They're down by 7 points, just about 9 minutes to go in this first half.
No,
But the
where the
East
Marcus?
staying strong on defense, forcing these knock-ons.
Guys, we need to stay straight here, okay?
like-
Keep his hips in. Yeah?
The East trying their hardest. Again, they had the
Crouch.
opportunity earlier with the scrum at the
Bind.
10-meter line for the North Territory.
Sit.
Hopefully they can do
Hold.
better here without getting a penalty against them. Here's the put in. Ball squirts out. East gets it. Cycling to the left side. Good pass there. As you see, number 20 from the East, Natamu Matabula, going forward. Gets a
Play on.
good run. These guys-
Coach is
penalty,
good, Blue.
unfortunately,
You got to
against
roll
the
away.
East.
5.
Not rolling away.
I was surprised at that one. The player from the North kind of came in and ripped that one while the ball was in there. Looked like he may have come offside. The referee's in a much better spot there. Player down and injured, but it's going to be an opportunity here for the North to continue
Elliot.
that territorial pressure,
Elliot.
really put the ball down the east side. Referee going to have a little conversation
Okay.
with the captain here.
We had a tackle and a clean poach by Black.
Yes.
Okay, but then your man here at 19, I think, was on the wrong side of the ball.
Okay.
Unable to roll away. He was preventing the ball from coming out, so it's a penalty against you, okay?
Okay, yes, sir.
It looks like that's where the official was explaining exactly why the penalty was given to the East. And it looks like the player that's down is Natamu Matabula, sophomore from Wheeling University. Looks like might have
Okay.
picked up a nicker on
You
his
good,
knee,
20?
but
Yeah.
seems like he's okay.
All right. Water
Hopefully
off.
he's got a
Let's
couple
go.
more games to
Come on.
play this weekend. Hopefully he's okay. They want to play. Referee says they're good to go. He's back up, and referee wants to get this game underway.
All right, Elliot, you good?
Once again, scores North 7, East 0.
On the whistle.
North once again trying to get into Eastern Territory with the kick by Tierney. Touch finder.
Oh,
Good
Jesus.
kick.
Player trying to knock that one back in. Don't know why he even bothered there. Wound
my
up in the
friend.
front row. The player for the East is going to be okay and come back out. But
Acrobatics.
great kick, as you said, Josh. They're going to be right about 7 meters out
All right,
from
let's
the
move it
East
out and put
line.
them on
So
the
as
line.
this half winds down, they
All
could
right,
have
white line
another
is yours,
5,
Blue.
7 points on the board.
Here we go. North knocking out the door once again at the Eastern Territory with the line out. And the line out is easily
Use it!
successful. Here comes the scrub. Oh, coming off of the scrub. It is an easy try by the North by Oscar Lindbeck.
Yeah, Lindback scores that try. The UMass player out of Brooklyn work. Really easy, as you said here. Line out comes. Lindback at one. Right there, you see getting that one in. Just a little pick off the back, and it opens up wide for him. Let's just step back in there.
Yeah, line's
Scafidi
good.
was working his way to the outside, so the inside lane was open for him. No problem in that try. A little
I don't
too
think it's
easy.
going to be an easier try for Oscar Lindbeck than that one. Literally looked like he just walked right in. And now here we go once again with the conversion. And the conversion's good. Another 7 points for the North. Score North 14, East 0. And once again,
Good lead here for the North to take this into halftime would be good for them. We got another 5 minutes to go, so more points can come. But good start here as the half goes on, and North is really starting to push some dominance on this game.
Yeah, once again, it looks like the East is going to have to figure out some way to come back. There's still plenty of time in the game, John, so we'll see what the East can do to capitalize. North with the take from the kick from the restart.
Inside.
Good pass. Again,
No hands, Blue!
good defense by the East. North with the ball, cycling through to that left side. We've seen this before. Beautiful play by the North.
No
Alex
hands!
Matheny with the ball, passing it back. Good tackle by the East. Cycling again by Tierney. Oh, unfortunate knock on by the North.
So a little pressure coming around the breakdown there. Forced Tierney to throw not the pass he would have wanted exactly. So the scrum half, fly half got exactly not the pass he would have wanted. So just knocked that one down. So it's going to be a scrum here to the east. And time winding down here. East can have the final say in the half.
And here we go with this put in North Territory. Again, a lot of play so far in this matchup on the Eastern Territory side. So good to see the East here in the Northern Territory. Unfortunately, again, another penalty in the scrum against the East.
Elliot.
Uh-oh.
Okay. It's the last two scrums now, okay? We've collapsed on the loose head side. You've got to stay up, okay? You're dropping that outside shoulder and you're just buckling in under, okay? You've got to stay up, keep your back flat, keep your shoulders up, okay? Back 10, no more.
And it's great to hear the match official being very clear and transparent, explaining to the East why they keep getting penalized in the scrum.
It's pressure coming on to number 2 right there. Chris Dickinson is a loose head that's forcing him to kind of drive inward. First one, he was kind of wound up an inward drive. Second one went down there. So referee spotting that it's definitely on that side. So we'll have to have a look at that as we go on.
Right there, Blue.
And also be interesting to see if the North capitalizes on that as well, because it seems that that is a weakness in the scrum for the East. Here's the line out for the North.
Are we good?
Ball goes back to the North. It kicks it into East hand. Interesting passage of play there, but the East with the ball driving back towards the North. Good little kick, and the ball, unfortunately, though, goes into touch.
I didn't see it touch. No.
Interesting choice there for the East to push that one downfield with the boot. Just rolling it down there, playing the territory game. They definitely need some points on the board, do the East. Might want to keep it in hand rather than giving the offensive opportunities to the North teams they keep doing.
Great point there, John, especially as we're winding down for this first half of the match. Line out again by the North. North able to bounce the ball back into Northern hands. Here comes the East. Good fend by Kane Murray.
Give it up. Leave it.
Tierney trying to figure out where to pass the ball. East is right on him. There's Law from the East. Ball goes once again to the hand of Liam Murray. He gets taken down, but not held down. So ran, but now taken down. Tierney passing the ball again to the North, to Owen Swanson, to Ostal Malfosa, who already scored earlier in this match. East, though, with the East able to turn over the ball. They're able to take it from the North. Now the East has it. Can they score within the waning minutes of the first half? Another good pass. Trying to find some passable play. Oh, good tackle by George Pelter.
No hands, Black.
Ball, though, still stays in the Eastern hands. East trying to figure out a way to get past this North defense to get out of their territory. Kavanaugh getting pushed back.
Backwards again.
Ball, though, goes backwards according to the match official. East has no choice but to kick the ball out. Does not go into touch. Northern able to pick it up again. Now Tierney trying to figure out where his troops are to march them forwards. Good play by Natamu Matamula. There's the kick into Eastern Territory. Everyone's chasing after the ball. But I believe we're going back for advantage. Yes.
So under a minute to go. Penalty opportunity here for this North team. You can tell they're going to put that from the body language. They're going right to the corner with this one here. So they're looking to get another 5 to 7 on the board through a line out rather than looking at a penalty kick from anybody. Good job by Tierney to put this one in pretty deep. So just about 6 meters out. Assistant referee, a lot of Gregory marks it.
Just about a minute.
They're going to drive this one.
Yeah, Connor Tierney has really been finding a great place to put that ball. This is the second line out kick to touch right in Eastern Territory. Great setup for this line out by the North.
Alana, you got the front and then you got the corner.
Looks like we're waiting for some ball. There we go. Oscar Lindbook, who scored the second try for the North with the line out, tossing it in. Goes in and And it's a try by the North.
Tries coming just a little too easy around the line out here for the North. There's the defense all getting drawn in by the East and just opening up these little spaces that are easy to exploit. I mean, credit to the North for doing so, but East going to really have to kind of seal this up. You'll take a look here. As the East players, they're going to lift somebody at the front there. So that becomes obvious. So Liam Murray just has to give a nod here, throw it right to the front, and it's wide open for him. Too easy.
Yeah, as you said, John, very, very easy for the North as just pouring out on the points. Third try of the half for the North here. Waiting for the conversion by Connor Tierney, who so far has been good, 2 for 2. Will he make it 3? And he does. Beautiful conversion by Carter Tierney. And that is the half. Going into the shed, score 21-0, North up in this Rising Stars clash here in Atlanta, Georgia.
You were good with that last throwing? That last throwing down there on the 5 was good? I didn't hear from you, so I was like, okay, it's got to be good. Yeah? What do you think? All right, so you... on your side. I'm going to take it backside on the first blue scrum. So what's happening with the blue replay has no foundation. And you just buck that little bit of pressure and just Thank you. Okay. Yeah, so I want to have a look at him in the first scrum.
Consistency on 3. 1, 2, 3.
In a sport of power and precision, you need a powerful and precise camera. Analyze your game.
Yeah, but I want to make sure I
Build your team. Grow together.
both sides.
Video captures moments. A powerful camera for a powerful sport.
Yeah. For my third match, they feel like I'm okay. I mean, The running lines seem good.
Yeah, it's good anticipation. I think we got caught out once. But
Yeah,
other than that,
yeah, I remember that.
Josh?
yeah, but I mean, it's
And welcome back, rugby fans, to this Rising Stars clash between the East and the North. We're heading into the second half. North up 21-0. John,
We're good.
it seems that the North has found the code to break the defense of the East. What does the East have to do to try to get back into this match?
East needs to think a little more territory game here and push the ball down the other end of the field. It's going to be very important for them not to play in front of their own post. They've done that a couple times, and they've paid the price for it by giving up tries. So very important that they play down the other end of the field.
All right, we are just moments away here for the second half
Elliot,
of this Rising Stars matchup. Again, this is game 2 for both of these teams. Both teams have gotten a win. We'll see who picks up their second one for the day. The kickoff by the North, unfortunately, penalty against the North.
Time.
And looks
Connor,
like maybe an injury to the
come.
Eastern player.
Can have a
Yeah,
little conversation here between the
All right.
ref and the captain.
Off the kickoff, all right, be pushing the back, all right? And make no attempt to go for the ball, okay? You've got to make it either a contest in the air or leave him alone until he's on the ground, okay? The next one won't be a penalty. Back 10.
Again, I have to say, this match official has been really great with the transparency, really clear on the instructions to all the players, gives them fair warning.
the penalty?
So just in case he sees
Yeah,
it again, no excuse for the yellow card to come out.
Yeah, he
Time's
just told
still
Jabari Johnson there that he made no attempt to go for that ball, just shoved the player right in the back as he was coming down with it. So that's a pretty clear penalty. Let's hope this player is okay.
Yeah, that looks like it might
Are we
be
good here?
Joseph Griffin,
Okay.
sophomore
Time's back on.
from Newton Square, Pennsylvania. And now with the East with the penalty, they're going to kick to touch. And line out to the East.
Right here, Black.
Opportunity for the East. Let's see if they made any adjustments here at halftime. They're going to communicate about where they want this ball to go. Griffin's going to put this one in. They need to get a few phases together here.
Jacob Griffin with the throw-in from the University of Rio Grande. Good take by the East. Passing the ball. Quick run by
That's a good
Nate
release.
Ngales. Nate Ngales scored 4 tries in the prior
Back up
match.
for me.
He's the danger man. Haven't been able to see much of him in this match so far. And here we go. East passing the ball. Trying to find
Ball's
some
away.
opening here on the right side. Good run by Brendan Mullen. Unfortunately, though, penalty against the East. I believe not releasing the ball.
Easy with a big run there down the sideline, but the ball comes back, not released, so it's going to be an opportunity here for North. And again, they're doing this. They're keeping the ball down the east end of the field, just raising the percentages there.
And kind of a lackadaisical kick by the North. Kilmo gets Noko into touch, right
you're
into
good right where
Eastern
you are, okay?
territory. Oscar Lindboek, he scored a try in the first half for the North here with the line-out throw. Successfully taken by the North. Here we go. Oh, does not go in the hand, but then pops out of the hand of the Eastern player. So North able to make up for that mistake.
Advantage for the knock-on.
And apparently, and there is, of course, an advantage for the knock-on. Tierney, though, kicks the ball
Advantage over.
deep into Eastern territory, and it goes into touch.
Good kick there from the North, and I'm just getting, I'm getting to be like a broken record here, but we're playing down in the east end of the field, and this just works against them all the time. North just really pushing that territory there. Line out to the east, but then they got to deal with the fact that they're right in front of their own posts, and North's defense
Right
has
here,
been
Blue.
stifling them pretty well.
Right. And as we've seen, all the kicks has been into the Eastern territory, and that's where the North has been capitalized and been able to make those tries. And here we go. North with the scrum. And here we go. East, though, able to take the Northern player down. North trying to figure out a way to go. We have Christian Evans with the ball. Good push forward. Here's another pick up and go by the North. North just marching their way easily. The East, their defense is buckling. The North just
Away,
meters
blue.
away from scoring another try. Here's a good pickup by big man Tobias Ludwig. Tierney figuring out where to go. Now moving to the right side. And here we go. And that's another try by the North.
Good work there by the North. Strung a bunch of phases together, really put that pressure on the East. East had to give at some point, and they finally did. Ball goes down on that right-hand side. Really well done. We'll take a look at it here. Here's that left tackle. They keep coming on this left-hand side. Right, they're going to get up. They're going to go with one more here before they turn it around the other way. And you see the players kind of coming around here. They're leaving some space open. There's one more here. As they fold around, there's just more space coming the other way. And it opens up easily for a little pass out wide. And they're going to go into that try zone, no problem. And yet again, it's going to be Mafosa punching the holes.
That is the second try of the match for Mafosa. AIC sophomore from Johannesburg, South Africa. Tierney once again with the conversion attempt. 3 for 3 in the first half. But this time pushes it a little wide. So the score remains 26-0 for the North. East really has got to figure out some way to get back into this match.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. This hill's getting a little bit too big to climb for the East unless they get some points right away. They have 25 minutes, but right now North is really dictating the game.
Left or right?
All right, here we go with the East. Ryan Paul with the restart. Nice kick. North gets it. Tierney once again trying to figure out where to pass the ball.
Away, blue.
East trying their best to keep the ball in Northern Territory. The ball has mostly been played so far in this matchup in Eastern Territory. Good dummy by Tierney. There you go. Good fend by George Pelter.
I got
Pelter pushing forward, getting some support from his boys. They are just muscling their way into Eastern Territory. Unfortunately, there is a penalty against the East.
I believe there's a high tackle in there in one of those plays, so they're going to bring
black
this one
sub.
back. Opportunity to get pushed even further downfield.
16's going off.
But good work. They did have a roll on there, and they're really getting the momentum. Again, dictating the game. They're drawing those penalties. Now they get to push this back down to the other end.
Guys, we need the tackles low, okay? We're gonna wrap around the neck then, okay?
And again, as you mentioned before, John, it seems like this is, like I said, the code that the North has figured out. All they got to do is just kick the ball deep into Eastern Territory for the lineout, and then all they do is score off of the lineout.
Couldn't miss that one.
They have been scoring off these lineouts, whether it's straight off like a couple of them or multiple phases like they just put together. You can expect a bit more of the same here. I'd say the odds of them all are about 95%.
Where you are, yep. Get everyone on mute.
Take those odds. So, Oscar Lindbergh once again with the throw-in for the lineout. East has got to figure out some way to break this passage of play up and prevent a try from being scored.
Straight down.
Well, that might be it. Fortunately, that lineout was not successful for the Northeast, able to take it, able to kick the ball out of territory. Good, deep into Northern Territory. North, though. That looks like that's Kimono Vetse Unoko once again with the ball. Will Savage running forward. Good pass off to Kane Murray. Oh, unfortunately, goes into touch.
Just couldn't quite make that last pass there. There was a lane opening up, but it closed down. The pass just went off his hand in touch.
Okay, he's gone. Okay. Option. Elliot,
now with the
line or scrum.
With the line out.
You can have an option of a line or scrum.
Oh.
Scrum? All right, scrum here.
Actually, it looks like scrum instead. John, what would be
if they knock the ball into... Go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say, what would be the decision between taking a line out or a scrum in situations like this?
It depends, field position, number one. Number two, like how well you're doing in those areas.
Right.
Is your lineout functioning? Is your scrum functioning? What's going better? Some teams, more often if you see them getting really beaten the scrums, they'll go for a lineout. They've had a couple penalties against from the East here, but they seem to still have faith in this scrum.
Here we go with the good scrum by the East, and ball's going back. There we go. Good passage of play. Nathan Gullis, I told you before, he scored 4 tries in the earlier game.
No hands
He's
now.
the danger man. Again, hasn't been playing much, but when he has the ball,
leave
good
it.
things have been happening for the East.
No, you went beyond the ball and came back
Penalty
to it.
against the North. Quick play
Not
here
10.
by number 16, Luke Turner. Will the East be able to capitalize? Will they? They do! Score the try!
East gets their first points of the game. Very important they get those 5 points. Hopefully we get to see that player take of a scrum cap.
Connor.
It's a first for me.
So yeah, you went for the poach, but you went on the deck beyond the ball and came back to it.
Here are
Okay?
the players down.
Yeah. You got to go straight to the ball, okay?
Look, there's a penalty. Just a quick ball from here. No problem. They're going to take that one forward. It's going to be Luke Turner. He's going to pass that ball away, and they're going to cross the try line. Good work. 5 points on the board.
And
Try
again, that
eventually scored there by Ingalls.
Yep, Nate Ingalls, he scored 4 tries in the prior match for the East against the West. Like I said, when he gets the ball, good things do happen. And he scores the first try for the East. Conversion attempt here by the East. Not the easiest of kicks. And unfortunately, no good.
At least they get the 5 points on the board, get them started.
North 26, East 5. East trying slowly to get their way back into the match. But it might be a little too late. We'll see. Lots of things can happen
Left.
in the second half of this Rising Stars matchup. Connor Tierney of the North with the restart. Good take by the East. There you go. The East try to figure out, are they going to play? Yes, they're going to run it, try to get out of their territory. Big run.
Away block.
Big Brant Pawlowski. Good pass there. North trying their hardest. Oh, good push back. But East is able to scramble
No
out.
hands.
Good play there. Again. Oh, unfortunately, ball goes
No.
through the hands of
It
Brant
was knocked forward
Pawlowski.
and then
who was
it rolled
mentioned
backwards.
earlier. But there is a knock-on.
Thought that one actually might have gone backwards. The referee was right there, said it went forward a little bit before he was able to scoop it back. So that's the difference maker there. Be a scrum here for the North, and they're in their own end.
Very unfortunate for the East. It looks like they were building some momentum off of that try that was scored. But now we have the ball once again in North hands in Eastern Territory. Big scrum here for the North.
Bind.
Connor Tierney with the put in.
Set.
Northern all lined up, ready. Here we go, Connor Tierney. Tossed it into his wingers. Run in by Otsa Mafosa. He scored a try in the first half for the North.
Blew away.
Gets taken down. Tierney trying to figure out who's available. Here we go. Good run here by Liam Murray. Oh, good pushback by that
Roll.
Eastern defense. East is trying to stop the bleeding. They cannot allow the North to score any more tries. Tierney once again cycling the ball back. Here we go, number 12, George Pelter. He is being tackled
Release.
down. Big tackle by number 27, Henry Beasley by the East.
No,
Number 4,
no.
Christian Evans almost got through. Little lapse of judgment by the East. North marching ever so closer
No, he didn't get it.
to 10 meters. Tierney decides to take it himself, almost gets through the defense. Will the East be able to? Yes, they do. They're able to turn the ball over. Good jackal by the East.
Good work by the East near their own end. They got some good pressure coming on this North team. North giving them our points. But they got in and got to jackal that one, turn it over, their penalty.
There's the kick to touch by Tierney. Gets them out a little bit closer to the 50 meters, still in Eastern Territory. But definitely relieves a lot of the pressure that the North were building up.
Hey. Sub guys,
See the
24
replay there.
block off.
Tierney just takes a little jaunt for it and coming in, no problem on the east there is going to turn that one over. Good vision there by Kavanaugh, gets in and takes that ball away.
And here we go, East with the line out. Good toss in there. North, though, right on the East. Oh, ball squirts out. I was going to say, I believe that was a knock-on, and yes, match official does call it a knock-on.
Yeah, it's in front of the post. They're going to knock that one on with a little miscommunication. So the North, another opportunity here. Good play right here.
So here you go. Once again, the momentum that the East are trying to build, stifled by the North. Put in scrum for the North right near the 10 meters in Eastern Territory. East is going to have to try to build up that defense once again as the North is relentless. Ball is lost in the scrum. Penalty against the North.
The East draw that one eventually. It's been against them a little bit in the scrums, but able to take that one away. So the East here will have the opportunity to put the territorial pressure on as they get the ball just inside of midfield. It's going to be their line out, an attacking opportunity. Just over 15 minutes to go here. They really need to get some points on the board to the East.
I was waiting for you to call that knockout. Yeah, he's going to call it. Yeah, he's going to.
And here we go with the East once again with the line out.
Open up, Blue. Open up, Blue.
Jacob Griffin. Tosses the ball. East gets it. Working their way towards that left side. Oh, good run by the East. North not able to bring it. He's still running. That's Nate Ingalls. Again, the danger man for the East. Good things happen when he gets the ball. Chip kick forward into territory. Interesting tactic by the East.
It certainly is, because there's going to be a line out here to the North, and they're going to take this one quick. Well, the referee's going to bring this one back. The opportunity here for the North, and East might have wanted to keep that in hand and try to get more points on the board right away.
Yes, as you mentioned before, John, as time is ticking away, can't score if you don't have the ball in hand. And again, the match official explaining exactly why
still there throwing.
We couldn't do that quick play. North with the line out. East is going to have to try to figure out a way to get the ball back here.
Play on.
That's one way to kind of do it, but the North is able to get it, kick the ball back
onside
into, it stays into territory, and the East has it. Let's see if the East can make some play. Running past the halfway point, gets taken down.
Step back.
Now we have number 26, Joseph Molesky, trying to figure out to pass the ball to Elliott Smythe. He gets tackled down. Almost loses the ball, does the East. Molesky passes now ball to Jonah Beck.
Easy.
Who unfortunately knocks the ball on.
They're just pushing that ball a little too wide. The channel's closing down on him out on the touch line there. So they're winding up putting it into touch or knocking it on. So this is going to be a North ball. And every kind of second that kind of ticks off the clock here works in the North's favor as they move forward in this tournament.
10, 12,
the North
13,
in the rush to continue play as they have this game, as they're well ahead in this game. The East got to figure out a way to get the ball back and to put some more points on the board.
Sorry, what was the blue number?
So again, second game for both of these sides. Tired people.
Okay.
Substitutions coming in now.
Thank you. Thank you.
And here we go, scrum now for both sides. And Tyranny, of course, for the North with the put in.
Is he one of our players? All right, he's off the field, guys. We're going to continue.
Apparently there is an injured player maybe on the side.
All right, he's a forward. We got to wait for him. There we go.
Okay.
I feel you, bro.
Now we got that all settled. There you go, scrum coming up. Once again, East has to figure out a way to get the ball back.
Crouch.
Time is still ticking away. It is not in the favor of the East.
Set.
Here we go. Tierney with the put in. Gets the ball back, cycles the ball towards his wingers, and good run there by the North. He is still
No
up,
hands.
just barely taken down, makes it into Eastern territory. Tierney finding the open man is number 14, Thomas Lewiski. Number 6, Cade Murray going forward, gets taken down by the East. Tierney cycling the ball back, finds his open man, number 20, Jabari Johnson.
Back up.
East is backing up ever further closer to their try line. North is marching on. Oh, good grab by the North to keep it in play. Liam Murray, he's taken down. North are just meters away from the try line. East trying really hard to jackal the ball. Tierney forcing his way through. East is trying really hard to put up the defense. We got Liam Murray once again trying to run forward. And unfortunately,
Penalty
against
penalty against the North there. East again, patient on defense, but time winding down on them here. Able to turn that one down over on their 5-meter line. They need to get this in a touch and play with a little urgency here, as we're just about 10 minutes to go in this matchup.
And that's not going to help. Ball does not go into touch. It goes back into Northern hands. Number 23, Kiyomogutse Noko gets taken down. Tierney cycling the ball, finding his danger man. One of them, of course, Christopher Dalton. Good bump off. It's in, but is he going to be? No. Unfortunately, there is an advantage against the East. We're coming back for the advantage.
See some of the players from the North there just saying we should slow this down a little bit, and they should. So they're probably going to put this one into the corner, eat some time off the clock, and go to a line-out that's been so good for them. They're not going to find it.
No. Maybe a little too lackadaisical is the North, but they do get the ball back. East trying to relieve the pressure as much as they can.
Get back, Luke.
Also trying to figure out a way to grab that ball from the North. North putting the pressure on continuously. Longer that they hold on to the ball, longer this match is theirs. Tierney with the chip kick goes deep into. Oh, tried to. Is it still in? I think it's still live, and it's a try.
We may have to go to a conversation here between the referee and the assistant referee. We'll hear what they're going to say, but this could have been a silly move by the East. Let's listen.
In the field of play and throwing it backwards. Over here. Didn't go into touch?
He was in touch.
Did the ball cross the line?
His foot hit the line. And he hit the line.
So you had possession of the ball when you threw it back. It wasn't just a tap, correct? So it was possession, in touch. So it should be black line out. Line out!
Take a look. Take a look here, Josh. A little chip forward there. Coming onto that ball with
no, it's a black ball. Blue took it out.
Is Nko. The ball is taken by Ingles. Is Ingles in touch here? Referee says yes. You can see his left foot on the line there.
Right here, Blue.
Hits the line.
If it
Left
touches
foot
the
on the line.
that's
Right
out.
there, and the ball goes back.
Yeah,
that's out.
So, and we got to remember that there is no TMO for these matches, so they can't see what we see. So it's going really off of what they call. That's a tough call, but it looks like it might have been the right call, John.
Maul!
And here we go, though. North still has the ball, and they are going forward with that strong maul. Will they be able to score here?
No, it was held up. Held up. Goal line.
Great defense by the East.
He's playing strong.
Make sure they're all behind you.
Goal line.
Make sure everyone's behind you.
Though, again, I don't know why the East is going really slow with this play. They really got to try to hurry it up a little bit. Here's the kick. Goes into touch. What an interesting passage of the last couple of plays there.
It certainly has been. North's going to have the ball here again. Control this game. They certainly have. As we continue to move towards the end phases here, it's going to be their line out, and they will take their time about this, I'm sure.
Sure. No rush for the North. Far ahead of the East here, score 26-5 as we just passed the 50-minute mark. So about 7 minutes left in this match. North with a great line out. And now it's all just controlled by the North. Yet they'll continue to put pressure and they'll continue to put points. It is pool play here with these Rising Star games, so every point does count. And the East, though, with a good defense there, but maybe a little too zealous. North still continues with the ball. Tierney cycling the ball back, finding his open man, Christopher Dalton, as he rushes through Tierney once again.
Backwards.
Oh, almost loses the ball. Kick by the North. East now has it. We have number 23, James Holland, with the ball, passing it to his open Eastern player. Tackle looked maybe a little high. And there is a penalty. High tackle.
Right here, 23.
And it looks like the East is going to kick the ball as far up into North territory as they can. Oh, well, that's not the best kick by the East. Goes
So
into
now they
the
want
dead
to do
zone.
roll it dead back there, so it should come all the way back. A little bit of a mistake there from this East team.
Again, it is the second game of the day for both sides. It is a long day, but I'm sure all the players are very tired. Sometimes mental mistakes do happen like that.
I've got
But very unfortunate for the East. 5 minutes left in the match. Don't want to say it is North's game, but it pretty much is at this point. But the East, at least trying to put some more points onto the scoreboard. Can't do it when you kick the ball out into the dead zone like that.
I'm gonna come this way.
And so here we go,
Crouch.
North with the scrum.
Bind.
Once again, in Eastern territory. Here we go, Tierney cycling the ball back. East trying their hardest. Oh, but so many tired bodies. Good run by the North. Believe that was Timothy Carlson there. Pick up by number 8, Siobhan Adranius. He is a big man, hard to take down, trying to stay up, finally being put down. But Tierney gets the ball, finds the open man. Does he have space? No. Good tackle by number 20, Natamu Matabula from the East. Number 4, Christian Evans, trying so hard to make his way. East picks them up and puts them down. North with the ball. Number 19.
Away, Blue. Bring it back.
I don't believe he's over the try line, but they're trying again. Second attempt.
It's a knock-on, guys, by Black.
Oh, unfortunately,
inside.
there was a
20 goal
knock-on
line drop.
before that.
So
Goal
Papella
line drop.
took that one over the top there. Thought he was going to score the try. Just knocked that one on. So push it in. So there's not an option here. It's knock on in the try zone.
Goal line
So
drop.
they get a goal line drop out here.
Behind the ball, guys.
So a sigh of relief from the East. Unfortunate for the North. Goal line dropout. Doesn't go very far. North keeps it in Eastern territory. Good run by Aaron Harrington from Ireland, Thomas College freshman. Ball cycled back
Away,
once
Blue.
again.
No, you
A
ran
lot
on
of
the wrong
tired
side.
bodies there. East trying really hard not to let the North score another try. North would love to score one more try before the end of this match. Oh, ball does not go to Ham. Luckily, North able to capitalize on it,
Obstruction
though
here.
it looks like there is a penalty. Obstruction by the North.
Over.
This game pretty much done and dusted, 26-5, just over 2 minutes to go here. East will want to walk out of this with some sort of energy, some sort of positivity. So should really focus on these last 2 minutes and getting some points on the board before the end.
Black number 1,
now-
sub, please.
Deep in North territory. We'll see if the East can take this. Possibly this would be the last
Anything?
chance to score a try. Hopefully they can capitalize on this.
Black
here with
11,
Black.
sub. Yes, the clock's right. Okay. Here we go. Blue, step, please. Step, Blue. Keep going, keep going, keep going.
There you go, line out
Use it!
by the East. Successful line out. We got a little maul. Unfortunately,
Where?
there is
On you? Okay. Off.
a penalty.
Hold on. Hold on. No, no, no. Setting the mark. All right. 8 offside.
Looks like there's an offside penalty against North. There you go, East with a great opportunity to score a try here in the closing minutes of the game. He's trying to find a way to get past the North
Away,
defense.
Black.
That was Brad Pawlowski
Step, step.
with the run. He gets taken down.
Use it.
Shea Rowland with the pick up and go. He gets taken down. East inching their way closer and closer. Big man, number Henry Beasley, trying hard to get the ball over to the try zone. Is unsuccessful. Another run by Nate Ingales. Oh, that wasn't Nate Ingales. Brendan Mullen. Ball pass. 2. Score! I believe yes, that is a try!
That's that energy they needed. They got a little more time on the clock here, but good work here. They come to the right. They're drawing those defenders around from the north. We see a try scorer there, and they're going to push it back out to the left. We'll score the try.
And even though, as you said, John, this game is done and dusted, a nice little consolation try for the East. Hopefully we'll give them that energy as they go back to their hotel room and get ready for day 2 tomorrow. And I believe that was Henry Beasley from the University of Kentucky that scored the try. Conversion is good. Bounce right off the uprights into over. And now North 26, East 12. Yeah, we have about 90 seconds left in this match. But at least the East able to walk away with another try on the board. Here you go, Tierney now with the restart. Again, the North not in any rush. He's waiting for the game to finish, as they'll finish with the match 2 wins on the day. East, though, maybe they can score one more try. Wouldn't be impossible. So we have number 26, Joseph Molesky, playing scrum half here, passing the ball back. And a good run. Oh, but loses the ball in contact. North now has it. North could put one more try onto the scoreboard. Tierney passing the ball to number 3, Kieran Hayden. Tierney trying to rally his troops, see who's ready to get the ball, and it looks like Javon Johnson is. Good run. Tierney pushing again, tossing the ball back to Christopher Dalton. He's always good for a good run. Tierney cycling the ball back, trying to find an open player. There you go. East.
No, leave it.
Looking very tired on defense, just trying really hard to weather the storm. And number 8, Chevon Adrenas, is able to get the ball. And Tierney trying to figure out where the ball is. There we go, passing it. East trying to stop the North from scoring one more try.
Good steal.
And it looks like there is the jackal by the East. Of course, it's Ingales, the danger man for the East. And look at him. He is so hard to tackle down. He pushes the ball into Northern Territory. Let's see if the East can get one more try. Well, unfortunately, they do lose the ball. And that is a knock on. North continues to play. We'll see what the North decides to do. They want to score one more try. They want to continue this. They want to continue piling on the points. It is full play, but the ball was out. Nope, ball was not out.
Penalty here for the North. Hopefully these guys will just tap this one and take it away.
I believe that
We
might
are,
be
Tom.
the discussion that they are having. Yep, sure enough. And the ball goes out, and that is
Connor, thank you. Good match. Yeah.
great showing by
Thanks,
the
guys.
North over the East, 26 to
Thank you.
12.
Thank you.
The North just too much for the East here, John. So this is the last match for these two teams. They will be back tomorrow as we continue to play in Rising Stars matchup. In just a couple of moments, we will have our next Rising Stars matchup between the West and the South. So stay here on NCR TV. We'll be back in just a couple of moments.
Consistency on three. 1, 2, 3.
We should still have fun, though we say we don't. 'Cause I just wanna get down with you. The last time I can call you mine. Once more, then I swear we are through. We should still have fun, though we say we don't. 'Cause I just wanna get down with you. The last time I can call you mine. Once more, then I swear we are through.
And welcome back, rugby fans, to Silverback Stadium, beautiful Atlanta, Georgia, as we have another pool play matchup in the Rising Stars. Rising Stars West team taking on the Rising Stars South team. I'm Joshua Shibata along with Tim Will. Tim, an exciting matchup between two sides, both desperately seeking their first win of the day. They both unfortunately lost earlier today in pool play matchups, so a lot riding on this match.
Yeah, you're right. Thanks for being. I'm happy to be here. We had the West lose earlier today to the East, 28-5, and then you also saw the South losing to the North, 13-5. And as you mentioned, second match of the day for both these squads. Going to be able to have a little bit of tired legs, but maybe have those subs or switch things around a little bit. So it should be a lot of fun action, seeing all these freshmen and sophomores and seeing what they can put up here in Atlanta.
Now, Tim, as a former player yourself, what is the mindset going on? Second game of the day, especially you already lost the first one. How hard is it to bring yourself back up to play the second game in a sport as physical as rugby?
Well, you definitely have to shake them off. You got to stretch. You got to make sure after the match, you kind of decompress a little bit. Had a few hours to be able to kind of catch your bearings and be able to get ready to rock and roll. But both these squads, they are here for the opportunity. They're here to show what they can do on the rugby pitch, and I'm sure that excitement is what's going to carry them through at least the first half. Maybe we get to the second half, could get a little hairy out there, but excited to see what these guys can do out on the pitch.
And here we go with the kickoff. Charlie Feehan of the South kicking off to the West. West in the red jerseys, and unfortunately a knock-on to start.
Yeah, not exactly how you would like to start things. Kind of push the player in front of him, give himself a little bit more space, but just had that one hit off the mitts. Knocked it on. Not exactly how you're wanting to start, because now you've got the South gearing up and ready to attack from the scrum.
And here we go with the scrum put in by James Tobin, Wake Forest sophomore for the South. The South, a lot of big boys in that pack. We'll see what the scrum holds for them. And yes, they are pushing the South back. Tobin is able to cycle the ball towards that right side. We got an open man, number 10, Charles Feehan with the ball, passes it to one of his players in the South. South being taken down by the West. West having to back up with their defense. Here comes the South. Good tackle by the West. Almost knocked that South player out of their boots. Here he goes, cycling the ball back. Leo Mikwasic gets the ball. As we see again, James Tobin trying to find some open player. Ball looks like it might have been tapped by a West hand. South though able to recover. Tobin again, finding the open player. Goes to his right. That looks like number 27, Landon Day. He gets taken down. Tobin trying to find the open player to the left. Good defense by the West. The West is really pushing the South back, almost back to the midline. Kicking back into territory, recovered by the West, number 20, Rocco Pozega. And the ball, though, is kicked up, stays into... Oh, now it goes out into touch.
Yeah, big scramble for it there. Yeah, big scramble for it there on the edge. Lucky to just kind of have that one trickle out, but you mentioned it, great defense from the Rising West. Bryce Roeder, big number 5 sophomore out of Colorado School of Mines. He made his presence felt a couple of times, once on that double tackle and then a solo to bring him to deck as well. And that defensive stand has given them the opportunity now with the line out to attack.
Nathan Cox of the West with the toss in for the line out. Good line out by the West, and now they are pushing the South back. They get taken down. Nathan Cox once again with the ball. He gets tackled. West now in South territory. Good play, passing to that left side. Number 12, Bergen Roth with the ball. Passes it now. I believe that was Elian Robles Revuleto that gets taken down. Number 9, Caden Hotzinger trying to find an open player. Ball, though, unfortunately, gets pushed into touch.
Yeah, they tried to use the edge that time, and our referee will have a quick chat just to make sure. But, I mean, either he knocked it on, kind of dropped it as he was trying to pick it up, or his heels were on that line, so kind of either or there.
And it looks like our head match official, Raven Jones, having a talk with, as you said before, Tim, with her AR, as well as one of the other officials.
Yeah, not too often you see that fourth official kind of come in and for a conversation. I think this is just maybe a mic issue and stuff, as we were trying to see if we could listen in there and just couldn't quite hear her. Little technical difficulties, but I mean, early start to this one. I think eventually we'll have a knock on there, probably a scrum there for the South. But a good shove on the defensive end. Was really impressed by a couple of big tackles. Remember, Caius Michlich had lowered the boom there as well. So fun to see what they are able to bring out thus far. And now with an opportunity, let's see if they get the scrum or what exactly we have coming away with.
And it looks like everybody's attentively waiting to see what our head official, Raven Jones, says.
So talk to your team to clean that up. Thank you.
Apparently there was a talking to the captains of each side.
So we're going to start here with a line out. Yeah, we have line out to blue.
There we go.
And
Line out.
Blue line out. We're going
line out to the south. And here we go with Evan Colliard from the south from LSU with the line out.
Time's on.
And good take by the south. South now going on to offense. West, though, with, again, very strong defense from the West. Almost were able to jackal the ball. South a little bit back on their heels, trying to build their way out of their territory. West, though, right there on them. Here we go. South trying to figure out a way to get past the West, but there's just a lot of red jerseys all over the place. Somebody also lost the boots. And there you go. South still trying to figure out a way to get out. Penalty. Unfortunately, a yellow card to a West player.
Yeah, it's a no-wrap tackle there. Just went in with the shoulder and obliterated him there. You have to make sure you get that arm out. You're going for the wrap. Illegally done so there. So usually it kind of seems like, first 3 minutes can maybe a quick yellow, but she's trying to take charge of this match and make sure we don't see that throughout.
Yeah, and unfortunately that looks like that was number 4, Leah McBride from the University of Denver, freshman kinesiology major that will have to spend some time in the sin bin. So the South will be up a player. Number 2, again, Evan Colliard from LSU with the line-out throw. Opportunity for the South to capitalize on the yellow card. They're fortunate to keep the ball. Not the cleanest line-out, but here comes the South into West territory. Number 9, James Tobin trying to find his fly half, Charles Feehan. Feehan tosses the ball. Ball is able to stay in. Good hands by Trajan Falk from the South. West, though, again, they have a very good defense so far. They are all over the South. A little bit of leeway for Cameron Boson from the South. South trying to find the hole in this West defense. A lot of game tackling. Number 28, Oliver North, is taken down. Ball trying to be cycled back. Tobin trying to figure out where to go. Charles Feehan trying to figure out where to go. There are red jerseys all over the place. Leo Mekasic is trying to inch his way closer. South gaining some territory here. Kick into territory by Charles Feehan. That gets a bounce that goes against the South, unfortunately, into the dead zone.
Yeah, unfortunate stuff there. Feehan tried to chip that one over, but I was really impressed with their continuity. They'd gone a good 2 minutes, ball in possession. They were forcing their way down the pitch. And I think that's how they really were able to get into things earlier. Again, they only put up 5 points against the North earlier this morning, and then North only put up 13. So they really like to retain the ball, try to give you as little time with it as possible. And right now they have really seen majority of the possession. And it's fun to see the continuity these guys have been able to put together, only coming in here for the last few weeks.
No, you're going to continue this run. That's it.
And as always, I do love how our match officials are very transparent with the players. They explain their decisions. They explain to the players what they want to see. So when the penalties do come, there is no excuse for any of the players. And here we go with the scrub put in by the West. And that South, again, that's strong. Look at that power from that pack. They have some of the biggest players in this competition, the South do. And they really muscled their way over the West. But the West able to continue to keep the ball in play, though now they are kicking it out of territory to relieve some of the pressure. It stays in, though. So now the South has it, cycling the ball back. Trying to find an open lane, open man. Here's Charles Feehan once again. Chip kick forward. Does this one stay in? It's going up. Oh, there's the recovery into the hands of number 13. And there is a try.
All hail Mola Bell. Dots it down, was able to come in support of this kick. Great big skip pass to kind of get things moving. Mola Bell there. On the return, there's the kick from Feehan, and Mola Bell just a straight sprint. He was on sides, gets the lucky bounce right to the mitt, and he's able to take it the distance, dot it down right between the posts, and a terrific start able to put this 2 up and in, and that gives them more points than they had in the entire first match. A great start for the South.
And Lucas Staggs with the conversion kick, sophomore out of Sam Houston State. Puts the extra 2, and yes, great start for the South. 7-0 over the West here. And we got to remember it's because of that yellow card, unfortunately, for the West. Very costly against the West side. And they still will have that player in the sin bin, Liam McBride, for at least a couple more minutes.
Yeah, Josh, I really think that that's definitely playing into it. They want to try and keep possession as much as they can, and they were able to find that space with the man advantage on the outside.
And there again, great defense by the West. You got to give it to the West, though. They have some great defense, some solid tackles. South, though, gets the ball. The defense, unfortunately, kind of falters there for the West. Good run by Ryan Cruz for the South. As we see the ball getting passed back. Charles Feehan again. He loves kicking the ball from hand. Tries it again, but unfortunately that one doesn't work. Fortunately, the South able to keep the ball. Good run by, I believe, Colby Shelton there for the South. James Tobin trying to get the ball out of the pile of bodies there. Passes it to his open man. West, though, right on him. Doesn't hold him down, so he's able to get back up. Now taken down. Yeah, the West, they are all over the South. Oh, ball squirts out. West able to recover. Will the West capitalize on that mistake? They are in South territory. They're 20 South West trying to make their way forward. Caden Holtzinger trying to find the open man. We have Nicholas Capozzo trying to make his way forward. Oh, tries to pass it. Goes out of hand. The ball is like a slippery slope. Everyone's trying to hold on to it. Finally, the West is able to recover the ball well deep within South territory. They're just a couple meters shy of the tri-zone. South trying to store up their defense. West trying to figure out a crack to slip into. They're taken down. We're just approaching about 10 minutes, and the West are knocking on the door of the South. Can they score to tie up the game? Good. Oh, ball does not go in the hand. Unfortunately, West able to recover. Number 12, Bergen Roth, loses the ball. There is a knock on. South able to get out of that situation. And the ball is kicked well into West territory. West able to get the ball back. Have to figure out a way to get out of the situation. And unfortunately,
Oh, man.
Another yellow card, Tim.
Yeah, they're playing on just some words there. Had the high tackle, so they're the ones back 10 are the South. But unfortunate stuff here for the West. 2 yellow cards in the first 11 minutes of action. Looks like we may be getting back. Can't remember exactly the first or second minute. Should be almost back to 14, but a big-time break for the South.
Yeah, it looks like, to be honest, Tim, it feels like that second yellow card, and it looks like they did get that first yellow card back, Liam McBride, but It looks like that second yellow card might have been just an emotional thing, a little bit of an argument with the referee.
Well, the scrum halves can get a little feisty out there sometimes, Joshua, but yeah, I think that might have been what it is. Wearing his heart on his sleeve and just maybe a little bit too much emotion.
There you go. West, though, able to get the ball back out of that line out, trying to figure out a way to overcome the yellow card. Ball squirts out of hand. South is recovering the ball. Leo Metasiege is tackled. Looks like there is a penalty or advantage for the South. Another high tackle against the West. Advantage is now over. West scrambling back to get the ball is Taylor Washington. Fend off, kicks the ball into, tries to get into South territory. Oh, big tackle. Oh, but unfortunately high. South continues to play. They're in West territory. Oh, unfortunately a little too fast for everybody. And the South knocks the ball forward. West gets the ball.
Yeah, that was a big-time shot. That was Tyler Worthington, who's done a really good job. He's got the ball right there for the West. Couple of boots there from his own 22, and then chased that one down, and a big-time tackle. Perfect placement with the shoulder right in the stomach, and was able to get the ball back here off the scrum. Couple players to look out for. Theodore Matthew, number 6 for the West, had 2 tries in the first match, and Worthington actually had one himself as well earlier this morning.
And here we go with the put in by Tyler Worthington. Again, South, though, very strong in the scrum. West, but unfortunately, Fian loses the ball. West capitalizes, and they're going to score. And it is a try by number 20, Rocco Pozega, for the West.
Great work. That was Lane Gahagan that was able to get that one, scooped it up. There was the knock on. Everybody else stopped. He did not. Took it the distance. Had one player to beat. Nice little offload. Gets it to Pozega out of the University of Minnesota Duluth. Brings it home and gets the West on the board. Only a matter of time before they are able to put that potent offensive prowess to force, and a great job of getting their first try.
And the conversion is good by Tyler Worthington. As you mentioned before, Tim, Tyler Worthington got a try as well as a couple of conversions and a penalty kick in the prior matchup with the East earlier today. So as you mentioned, definitely a player to watch out for in this matchup. As now the West has tied up the game 7-all as we head to 15 minutes left in the half. An exciting first half that it's been so far. And here we go, number 10, Charlie Feehan with the restart. Kicking it towards the West. South is able to recover the ball in West territory. Let's see if they are able to counterpunch against the West after that try that they scored. They still have that man advantage. So West able to score with a man down. And now South trying to put some plays together. Number 24, Felipe Savino from Argentina gets the ball, is taken down. Charlie Feehan loves kicking the ball out of hand. Does it go? No, unfortunately, it takes a West bounce. West gets it, but there is a knock on.
Offsides too.
And offsides as well, yes, Tim. So the South will get the ball.
Yeah, just picked up from an offsides position. It was knocked on, and one of the retreating players just scooped it up. It's there, sitting there. It's tough to not do, but eventually it will go against them. They're getting sent back 10. It looks like the South might have an opportunity to take the lead now.
Yes, it looks like they're going to kick to post. Lucas Staggs, sophomore from Sam Houston State. Apparently he had a year at Davenport where he had his freshman year. He was Rookie of the Year at Davenport University. We'll see if he can make this penalty kick. And it's good. Easy as you like it. South up 10-7. And again, we have about we've been halfway through this first half of this Rising Stars matchup. West versus South, both teams, this is their second game of the day. Both teams unfortunately lost their first game, so they definitely want to try to win this one here. And I believe the West still have a man down, unfortunately.
Yeah, Josh, I think that'll come in about the 21st minute. They'll be back to full strength. But just real quick, wanted to give a shout out to Fian, who has been incredible. He was the one that was able to get that possession going with that nice kick.
And I believe he has the ball. No, I'm sorry. That's number 17, Cameron Boson with the ball. Unfortunately not able to stay in touch. Wow, Tyler Worthington is all over the pitch. I could have sworn he was the one that kicked the ball off for the restart and then goes and makes the tackle, almost a try-saving tackle, knocking the touch.
Tunnel's too wide. Bring it in for me a bit. There we go. Thank you.
And now we have the line out I believe that's Nathan Cox with the throw. Freshman from Iowa Central Community College. Tyler Worthington throwing the ball back. Dangerously close to the try zone. Oh.
Out the back, kicked by Blue. Out the back, yeah. It's ready to go.
Okay, so South kicked
No,
the
move
ball
backwards,
into
we're
the
fine.
dead zone.
You can't descend on every call. You can't touch me after every call. So no more. Out the back for 22.
And a little bit of chat back from one of the players, apparently, according to our match official. So we are going to have a Go ahead, Tim.
Sorry, bud. Just kicked through a little overcooked there, and unfortunate stuff, but they're right back on the front foot.
There you go. South trying to score a try to add some more points to the scoreboard. Unfortunately, though, players get pushed into touch.
Yeah, strong work to push their way back down. Only got about 12 minutes left here in the first half, but the South have looked strong. West, really, I think we've only seen them, once or twice on the opposite end of the pitch. They've played a ton of defense. Let's see if they've got something up their sleeve here for a little bit of an exit strategy.
Line out once again for the West. Good line out. Ball cycled back. Tyler Worthington with the ball. Plays the ball. Unfortunately, obstruction penalty called against the West.
Yeah, just tried to dance around a few too many players there, got into the midst of all those red jerseys, and one just got in the way. Obstruction is called there, gotten in front of one of those South defenders. So unfortunate stuff, and another one left to the wayside, as I think they may be back to full strength here. They're going to need it as the South look to charge again.
And I think this is a smart call by the South. They call for a scrum. Again, the South has, if you look at their roster, some of the biggest players in this competition, and they have really been muscling their way through with these scrums. So we'll see if they can do that here and capitalize on playing in the West Territory. James Tobin with the put in. And the West hold up a little bit better, but now the South on the march. And there is a penalty advantage against the West. Tobin finding his open man. Another penalty advantage. West is definitely going to have to watch out as they're getting closer and closer to their try zone. And the South marching forward. Some of those big boys are running with the ball. As we see again another pick up and go, this time by, I believe that's Malachi Pacheco. Tobin finding the open man. There we go, and there's the try! It was eventually going to happen, and it finally did. South puts up a try.
Yeah, great work time and time again with the pick and goes here, just inching their way forwards. Great job to be able to get over kind of the top there. Got a couple extra, but then space opened up on the right-hand side. Took that one at pace, not flat-footed, and they're able to take it the distance for the score and start to open this thing up a little bit. Because again, the South only put up 5 points in their first match against a tough North squad. But they seem to be hanging in there well here in match number 2. Starting to stride it out here before halftime.
And Lucas Staggs once again with the conversion. And it's good. Lucas Staggs has been pretty much perfect so far today. Score, South 17, West 7. As we are approaching less than 10 minutes left in this half. An exciting matchup between the Rising Stars South and the West. West now, so let's see what they can do to respond back to that try by the South. As you mentioned, Tim, a lot of play has been mostly in West Territory. See if they can get their way into the South Territory. Nope, not with this kick. As the ball gets kicked back into touch. Line out for the West.
Boy, and almost flirting with a 50-22 there. Great kick to just keep them pinned in. A lot of times off the restarts, you can kind of kick them inside their 22. They had the quick prowess to be able to spin that and boot it right back against the grain. And now they're setting up back again. The West still 75 meters to go if they want to get another try up on the board.
Good line out by the West. Tyler Worthington passing the ball to open man. There you go. Nice, good run. I believe that's Zachary. Nope, I'm sorry. That's Bergen Roth with the ball. Good run, passing it to K.S. Michlich. Scored a try in the prior game earlier today. And here we go, number 9, Caden Hutzinger with the run. Liam McBride, who had the yellow card earlier, trying to make up for his earlier mistake. Tyler Worthington finding the open man, Lane Gallagher, but he gets taken down. The West really trying to find an open pathway to that tri-zone. South trying to figure out a way to stop him. Liam McBride again with another good run. Oh, unfortunately, penalty against the South. Quick play by Caden Hutzinger. Hutzinger's running, makes up a lot of meters there. Almost loses the ball, though. And here you go, Bryce. I'm sorry, I thought Bryce Porter was going to go the pick and go. Instead, it's a different West player. And they're inching ever so closer. Another pick and go by the West. West just trying to find an opening, trying to see where there is a weakness in this South defense. South trying their hardest to stop the momentum of the West. There's another pick up and go by Liam McBride. Pass is open. Tyler Worthington, there's the pass, and the try! Scored by Tyus Michlich. Puts the West back onto the scoreboard.
Great work, Caius Michlich. You mentioned it earlier. He had a try in the first game as well. Did a great job of being ready for the pop pass off to the side. You see the South just time and time again taking the blows, and then they bring it out there. Huge job by Worthington with a little pop pass, hit him in stride. They're able to take it the distance for the score, and it's exactly what they needed to get back into this match. Starting to let it get away more than 2-3 tries. Things can really start to get bad, but the West, a tremendous job. They responded early, and they're able to do it again.
Ooh, oh, hard conversion by Tyler Worthington. Looks like he might have hit one of the South players with that ball, but did not get the conversion. So score remains South 17, West 12. A good response by this West team, and I believe, Tim, we're in store for a very competitive matchup here.
Yeah, the West really, they put up 26 points earlier today, or excuse me, 25 points earlier today, so they've got the offensive prowess to be able to get it done. We're going to see if that South defense can really sit and start to collect some more tackles here as we move forward.
And Mohale Malibili, the guy who scored for the South earlier in this match, was able to recover the ball, but unfortunately, penalty against the South, so the West is able to get the ball back.
Yeah, just a costly mistake there. There's been quite a few here the last 5 minutes or so. They put that try up. They were sitting pretty at 17-5, but that latest score, or excuse me, 17-7, that latest score has kind of flipped things a little bit. With 4 minutes left to play, still plenty of time for them to actually take the lead with a converted try.
West now getting ready for the line out. Nathan Cox with the throw in. Freshman again at Iowa Central Community College, accounting major. He was able to execute that line out perfectly. Gets taken down. South trying to put the pressure onto the West. Tyler Worthington, he always gets the ball. No one's there. Perfect interception for the score by the South. 27, Landon Day.
Landon Day had the previous try as well, so 2 for him on the day. Having some fun out there. Great job to be able to take that one the distance out of nowhere on the interception. The pick 5 takes it the distance, and great work from the South. Looked like they were the ones being caught in the pressure, but we see here just a little bit of a slow pass, and he was on it from the outside from the very beginning, strolls in from the 22-meter line, and the second try of the day for Landon Day out of the University of South Carolina.
And the conversion was good by Lucas Staggs. Lucas Staggs has been perfect as well, 4 for 4. And that puts the South up 24-12. And Tim, you're mentioning it looked like the West was coming back, but the South was saying, nope, they are shutting that door on the West.
Yeah, nothing changes a game quite like an interception back for a try. You're on the offensive end, you're feeling good, but that was a tremendous job to come out from all the way near the wing. Just nobody saw him, was able to take it the distance. A great job. We went from them about to take the lead, now they've been doubled up 24-12.
And once again, I believe, Tim, you're right on the goal with that strategy. It looks like the South really is trying to do a 50-22 or just really put the pressure on the West as soon as they get the ball from the restart, and they're just kicking it right back in the territory of the West.
Yeah, it's so tough with a lot of these all-star squads. Sometimes that continuity of your back three, your wingers and your fullback, it's really tough. I mean, to be able to know where they're going to be, are they going to be back for the kicks? And South so far have really been taking advantage.
And unfortunate, though, the ball splits out of the hands of the West player. Knock on for the South.
Yeah, unfortunate stuff there. As they try to get the gears cranking again, but with about a minute or so to play, they'll take their time with this one and see if they can pound in one more. Most we've seen out of any of these matches is 28 by the East earlier, but the South, 24 points in the first half. They are a tremendous start.
And here we go, scrum. Oh, apparently we're going to restart the scrum. But yeah, this is pool play, so every point does matter. So you do know that both sides, and they did not win their earlier matches today, so both sides need to score points, need to score a lot of them, as well as get wins in hopes of trying to be competitive in this pool play competition. And here we go, James Tobin. Getting ready for the put in. Again, South has some big players. They like to muscle their way through. West, though, holding up. And there we go with Ryan Cruz with the ball. Passes it to Charles Feehan. Feehan tries to pass it back. West gets in the way, and they're able to get the ball back. So West capitalizing on a little bit of a sloppy play as we're going into the final seconds of this half. Ball stays in. West trying to march their way through. Last passage of play in the half. Number 5, Bryce Roeder trying to figure out where to go. Gets taken down. And another penalty against the South.
Yeah, they just did not get out of the back of that scrum quick enough. Easy call for Raven Jones out of Ohio rugby referees. And there's the hooter.
And it looks like Tyler Worthington said, we've had enough. We're going to go back into the sheds. Halftime scores, South 24, West 12. Don't count the West out yet. This is going to be an exciting matchup. We'll be back in just a couple moments with the second half.
He said, look great ticket. I was like, I feel fine. But it could have been because you're just talking.
In a sport of power and precision, you need a powerful and precise camera. Analyze your game. Build your team. Grow together.
Ready? Up.
Video captures moments. A powerful camera for a powerful sport.
Rugby!
And welcome back, rugby fans, to Silverback Stadium here in beautiful Atlanta, Georgia. We are at the Rising Stars South team taking on the West team. South up 24-12. Tim, after a very exciting first half, what are your thoughts on this matchup?
Well, it's been a good one. I mean, the South fought hard. They put up the early tries, took the lead early, and it looked like the West were able to respond a couple of times, but it's the South really taking a stranglehold over this match. Charlie Fian has been terrific. A lot of kicks up over the top of the defense, and that really has been the name of the game for this South squad. As we see Aaron Phillips, Gregorio Chavez out of Alabama and North Texas trying to lead their squad there. But for the most part, you got to also shout out Landon Day. He has 2 tries, had that big interception that really kind of put the nail in the coffin maybe early, but it's quite a big hole now for the West to dig out of. Only with the 2 tries so far, they've got to duplicate that and more to get the victory.
Now, again, we've mentioned this, actually you mentioned this at the beginning of the matchup. Of course, competition here is always a key part of any rugby matchup, but the purpose of this All-Star weekend is the ability to showcase your skills. There are a lot of scouts and coaches from all over the country here in Atlanta, Georgia, to watch all of these amazing collegiate players. There are over 300 collegiate rugby players here to showcase their skills. Do you think, Tim, that there's a little bit of maybe jitters on some of these players, or is that just more motivation to show out?
Well, for a lot of these guys, again, we're dealing with all freshmen and sophomores. All freshmen and sophomores with both of these squads. And so, yeah, you're going to get a little bit of those nerves and stuff, but for the most part, there is so much on the line here. Their performance will fully determine the summer high performance cycle. So they're going to have a squad going to Rugby Town, coached by Stephen Lewis and Ethan Pugnett. And then also you've got the NRL scouts as well. And there's nothing to say that these guys on these rising squad teams can't, turn a couple heads and maybe be able to make those squads, considering, are, again, freshmen and sophomores, but great to get the looks. And these guys are really performing well.
And there we go with the kickoff by the West. South is a good take. Trying to figure out a way to cycle the ball, finding the open man. The West has been really strong defensively in this whole matchup, and that continues on here in the second half. Oh, Ryan Cruz tried to get the ball. A little bit of miscommunication, bumped into his fellow teammate, and the West is able to capitalize on that. A little bit of a high tackle there. Match official says play on. Number 9, Caden Holtzinger trying to get the ball to an open hand. And now we are stop and play for a prior penalty.
Yeah, advantage was on there, so we'll come back, I believe, just for the knock-on scrum. But great work there off the back to try to be able to make something happen. But just nothing. That pass went a good 20 meters behind, so we'll come all the way back and give them another reset. Still in a great attacking opportunity. And again, down by 12. This is when they need to really start keeping that ball in possession and maybe be able to put a little bit more up on the board to get right back in this match.
And number 9, Caden Holtzinger, University of Wisconsin Whitewater with the put in. And here we go. West is on the attack. South, though, with the big defense. Nope, looks like I thought it was maybe a knock on, but nope, there you go. Raven Jones, our head official, does say knock on for the West. Ball back to the South.
Yeah, so tough there as the referee. You've got 5, 6, 7 bodies in front of you, between you and the ball. So important to have your ARs in good position. They did a great job there. Be able to chime in and make sure she knew it was the knock on.
And here we go now with the South with the scrum. Earlier, the South were very dominant in the scrum. They have a lot of big boys on the pitch, but it looks like maybe some tired bodies. West has been figuring it out. So the South not as dominant as they've been before. But we'll see what happens with this scrum. Raven Jones, our head official, calls for the let's retry that scrum. And here we go. And of course, James Tobin, number 9 for the South with the put in. Here we go.
Stay center.
Nice push. Oh! Oh, with the ball.
Stop.
They're gonna re-scrum.
No.
Oh, okay.
You screamed. Yeah, I thought you were injured. We're coming back. Last one. Yeah, come back.
So it was a big shove in there. It did look like they were going to be able to get the penalty on their own, but I think what was heard was a mayday call. And in the depths of those scrum, if you hear a mayday call, anybody hears mayday call, that means somebody's in a bad spot. Everybody's got to stop. And so she was able to kind of blow that one up. But it was a huge drive, very impressive there from the West. Had a couple subs come in, but you mentioned it. Nobody over 230 in that tight 5 for the West. 3 players over 230 for the South.
Yes, a lot of big boys in that scrum. And here we go again, James Tobin with the put in. Now it looks like the scrum pushing pretty hard. Able to get the ball out. Charlie Feehan with the ball, passing to the danger man. Landon Day has a brace already in this matchup. He gets taken down. James Tobin trying to figure out who to give the ball to. Looks like it might be a greasy ball. There's a lot of dropping of this ball. Don't know if the humidity is pretty high in Atlanta right now, but kind of sloppy play. It looks like the West might have been able to jackal the ball. Nope. Knock on that occasion.
I got his.
Yeah, and I think we saw a little bit of this in the second half of our previous game, game number 2 for the North and for the East. Is a little bit of tired legs. We've seen a lot more knock-ons and drops than we did kind of in the first half.
Come on, guys, let's go.
So both these teams just kind of got to talk to each other, restabilize, kind of talk. Everybody knows what they can do out there. Just got to make sure you hold it together and put your best foot forward. Love the Waffle House long sleeves there.
Shout out to Waffle House. And here we go again with the put in by James Tobin for the South. And again, pretty good defense by the West. South, though, able to keep the ball. Ryan Cruz trying to run through. He's a big boy out of Wake Forest, freshman, nuclear physics major. Amazing. And there we go again. Day, the danger man with the ball. Gets tackled down. Tobin passing to Charlie Feehan. As we have the South trying desperately to get out of their territory. The West doing a great job of keeping the South pretty much for the last 5 minutes in their territory. Almost lost the ball. South able to recover. Advantage for the knock-on by the West. Tobin trying to figure out who to pass to. We're going to see the ball get kicked out. Charlie Feehan does. Kicks the ball. Great kick deep into West territory. West kicks it right back. Having a little kick tennis right here. Charlie Feehan with the ball. Kick it back into the South. Will we see this West kick again? Nope. West is running this time. Good run. Charlie Feehan with the tackle. And here you go, Tyler Worthington passing the ball. Oh, good run by number 9, Aiden Hooksinger. I'm sorry, number 5, Bryce Roeder. Tyler Worthington passing the ball, finding the open man. Gets right past Isaiah Phillips. Good No look pass there by the West. South, though, trying to reclaim the ball. Tyler Worthington playing at scrum half. Looks like there might be a man down for the South in the back there. But we play on.
Roll, Blue.
West getting into South territory once again. Caden Hutzinger finding the open man.
Blue roll.
South trying their hardest to stifle
He's
the
got cramps,
West
he's fine.
movement as they're going forward. Another good run by Caius
Roll,
Mitchelson.
no
He
hands,
scored
no hands.
earlier today in the first half. He would love to score another try in this game to get his second. Another big run by Bryce Roeder out of Colorado School of Mines. Sophomore chemical engineer major. Zachary Billings. Oh, good tackle by the South, but Tyler Worthington, he's a big boy, hard to take down as well. Is able to get the ball back to his scrum half, Caden Hutzinger. Passing it, passage of play pretty well here on the open. Do they find an opening? Almost got away with Bergenroth. There's the pass. Is he open? He's gonna go. He's got one more man to beat. Will he make it? He does! He scores the try! Once again, Caius Mitchelson, he gets his brace.
Great try. You see the athleticism there to be able to break through that defensive line and come around the final two defenders as well. Great work from Roth with the little pop pass, and then the distance here. One final player to beat, turns it around a little bit, and Caius Mitchell out of the University of Chicago, drags defenders with him over the line and take it home. The West right back into it. They were down by 12, now make it 7, and an opportunity to come right back into it. Great work for the West.
And Tyler Worthington once again with the conversion. So 19 points for the West. The advantage that the South has, that lead has slimmed down a bit as the South holds on to 24 points. Great score by the West to open up the second half. Now let's see if the South can respond as we're waiting for James Tobin with the kick. I'm sorry, Charlie Feehan with the kick. Bounces out of the hands of the West, not knocked on though, so we continue play. As now the West trying to find their opening here. South conversion towards that right side, Tyler Worthington. He is a dangerous man with ball in hand, hard to tackle. Takes at least a couple of South players to pull him down. Caden Hutzinger passes the ball. West slowly marching their way towards the Southern Territory. Dylan Luhar with the ball. We just saw Caius Mitchlich score his second try. He passes the ball. And now Caden Hutzinger trying again to find the open man.
Retreat,
Get a
red
kick
retreat.
by Dylan Luhar instead. Into the hands of Charlie Feehan. Charlie Feehan looks like he kicks. He will. He chases after the ball. Oh, bounces past Tyler Worthington. Another kick by Lugar.
Red retreat.
It's right back into South Territory. We got a little kick tennis here. Trying to find the open.
Oh, yeah.
Is that a 50-22?
Bounce
It is! It's a 50-22.
Yeah, terrific kick, and that's exactly what they were looking for. You had that return kick. They caught it. They're only about 10 meters back behind that midfield stripe, so he took his time, center of the pitch, lined it up, and previous possession, the West was on the opposite side, so plenty of space out there. Gets the
Let's use the line.
good bounce,
Yeah, use the line,
and
please.
sets them up for the attack now. It's exactly what they needed. Really the first time we've seen them this far into the West Territory here in the second half.
Connor Brady out of Vanderbilt with the line and throw. And there you go. Not really contested. So South moves on. We'll see if the South is able to respond from that try by the West. Back and forth matchup here in this Rising Stars matchup between the West and the South. Penalty against the West.
Yeah, not releasing the call. Just got to make sure you let go of that tackled player and release before you go in for the poach.
And it looks like they're calling for post. What do you think about this move, Tim?
Well, you're up by 5. A 3 here will give you more than that converted try, so it'd make it a 2-score game. So it would be a huge opportunity for him, and I think it's the right choice here with still 20 minutes or so left to play, but it would give you a nice little lead to be able to play from, as again, the West already with the first try of the second half.
Definitely would be a momentum killer, as it seems like the West was taking control of the matchup. Charlie Feehan lining things up. And it's good. 3 points onto the board. South takes control once again, 27-19 over the West.
Yeah, the first 8-9 minutes of the second half are really kind of disconnected. Lots of knock-ons, lots of scrums, little interceptions here and there. But now, the last few minutes, both teams have really started to show their prowess with the kicks. Great job setting that one up with the 50-22. And on the other side for the West, they've shown that they still have what it takes to come back into this one. Down by 12 earlier, no big deal for them.
And here we go. Ryan Cruz loves to kick the ball once he gets it. Unfortunately, the ball stays in territory this time. Tyler Worthington, again, another dangerous man with ball in hand, hard to tackle. He gets tackled down.
He's got the ball, take it. He's got to take the ball, take the ball.
And it looks like they were able to turn over the ball here. Good jackal by the South. Tobin finds the open man. South trying to march their way close to the West, trying to capitalize off of that penalty kick to score a try, make that lead larger over the West. Tobin finding the open man. Number 12, Braden Wall. We haven't really said his name too much in this matchup. He gets the ball, gets tackled down. Tobin finding the open man. Cruz gets the ball. Oh, big boy there for the South. Nice tricep pass.
Who advantage
to number
is
23,
over?
Connor Brady.
Who advantage is over?
West trying hard to stop the forward progress of the South, but I do believe I heard that there's an advantage, again, for the South. So the West really in trouble here as the South continue the marching on. Connor Brady with the ball once again. Gets kind of pushed back by the West. There's a chip kick by, it goes right into the West hands, right out of the West hands. Knock on.
Yeah, Dylan Luger had that one right in the breadbasket, but took his head up, looking up the pitch a little bit, did not secure the ball. And so now for the West, down by 8, going to have to take a tremendous defensive stand here to repel the South yet again, as we've seen just how potent they can be.
And again, I mentioned about the momentum that the West had. It looks like it's all going towards the South now. Scrum in West territory. West, though, has been pretty good with the scrum. I think a couple of new big boys have been added to the scrum pack. Junior category. And there you see the South pushing the West back. Ball goes to Ryan Cruz. Ryan Cruz trying to find open. Good fit.
Roll, red, roll.
So 3 meters away now for the South. Pick and drive. Close to the line, but short, says our referee. They'll go for it again. Pinned against the leg, but finally presses it down and secures another 5 points for the Rising South. Connor Brady, the 6'1" freshman out of Vanderbilt University, brings it home and extends the lead now pretty close to the post as well. Converted try here will make it a 3-possession game. Set up for it now. Lucas Staggs, again out of Sam Houston State University, was a tremendous standout for them, running that fullback position and winger position, as they had a tremendous season this past year for the Bearcats. I do not think he had moved there. At that point, if he really felt like there was movement and he wanted to take that charge early, he would have needed to go after the ball there, but they're able to slot that kick through, and Lucas Staggs continues things, moving in the right direction for the South. 34 points up on the board now. Let's see the second look at it. There's the first one coming close to it, but he's able to put his hands on it, and Connor Brady leans forward and brings home another 5 points for the Rising South. It'll be the West with the kick here. Dylan Luger, the freshman out of Montana State University, sends this one high into the Atlanta sky. Scooped up there in the back. Possession started, 13 minutes left to go here in the second half. I believe 34-19 the score.
Retreat blue.
A 15-point lead would be huge for the South. Great kick, another 50-22 as this one trickles all the way out into touch. The flag goes up and the South celebrate again with another huge boot, this time off the leg of Lucas Staggs, smashes it forward, gets the fortuitous bounce, and brings the South right back in position to score again.
Blue, come on, you have to use it. Blue, you have to use the ball. 10 seconds.
Tim Wilkes taking you through the action here. Joshua Shervada will be back with us shortly. Little technical difficulties, but we thank you for joining us here in Silverbacks Park, Atlanta, Georgia, home of the 2026 NCR Men's All Star Championships and this Rising Star competition. Great work inside the 22.
Get on your feet, Blue.
And there we go. As the South trying to capitalize on the great try that they scored earlier. There was the guy who just scored the try, Connor Brady. Pass back, Charlie Feehan. Number 18, Carrion Sibilis.
Offsides advantage, Blue.
So offsides advantage, also a penalty advantage for kind of slamming down one of the players previously as well.
Last light, Red.
Should still be a penalty advantage. Heard a scrum advantage there as well, but 11 minutes left to play. The South look to pour more on the board. And the South just barely fell 13-5 earlier this morning to the North. The North, the only 2-0 team on the day. Their 26-12 win over the East earlier. Off their feet this time were the South. Penalty given. They're back on the goal line. There's the quick tap. And the South look to make them pay yet again. Great charging run and try number 2 for Connor Brady. Great work for the South to be able to consistently pound over and over again until he takes it the distance. Connor Brady out of Vanderbilt University, out of Rye, New York, takes it home, and you see he's already looking around, seeing what we got. All right, I'm ready for it. And then lowers the shoulder in between 2 defenders. Just too much strength and power as the South continue to pull away here. We were at a 5-point game just about 10 minutes ago. But boy, has that ballooned now. 41 points up on the board for the South as they continue to pull away, now up 22. 17 unanswered points for the South. Have led this one to start to get away from things a little bit.
And Connor Brady once again scores another try. Puts the lead 41-19 South. Takes the ball. West able to recover the ball. Move into South territory. We see Holtzinger passing the ball back. We got runner by Tyler Chris going forward. Good pass there to Zachary Billings. Good dummy. Tyler Worthington gets the ball. Good pickup by Morgan Roth. Great hands there. And now Nicholas Capozzo playing scrum half, passes the ball to Zachary Billings. Billings gets tackled down by the South. West tried really hard to just put some more points on the board. Anything will help.
Roll blue.
And penalty against the South. Quick play though by number 11, Isaac Frisching. Going forward. Nicholas Capozzo finding the open man. Once again, Zachary Billings. Tyler Worthington right behind him on his shoulder.
No hands on it.
We got Nicholas Capozzo finding the ball again, passing it. Isaac Frisching. He gets tackled down. West cycles the ball again, passing it, trying to find that open spot towards the right. Man on the edge. South, though, is there to shut the door down.
No hands, blue. Leave it.
West able to cycle the ball back, trying to... Oh, unfortunate. Ball does not go to hand. Knock on by the West.
Yeah, it was Dylan Luger there that knocked that one forward. Had a couple of nice runs with it, a couple of good passes as well, but Luger drops that one forward and stifles the attack there for the West as we're about 7 minutes away from full time here in Atlanta, Georgia. But don't go anywhere. We still have plenty of action on the docket right after this. John Broker will join me back in the booth as we will have a couple of the winners from earlier today up next.
What do you need?
It'll be Independence Reds taking on the Great Lakes Thunderbirds. And right after that, we will have the other two winners from this morning taking each other on. It'll be the Southeast Bears and the Western Bison. Both those teams putting up huge points in their first matches. So it'll be a fun one to watch as well. Stay tuned as we will have again the Reds taking on the Foundry right after this. Right now, the South in possession here, but they have given away a free kick.
Guys.
I think possibly an early drive there.
No, we cannot. Look, the mark's here. Take it on or behind and get back 10.
So the quick tap coming. Luter looks to try and push his way through. Close. Reaches across and dots it down, and Dylan Luger, the freshman, out of sheer will, just brings it home and slams it to the deck for 5 points for the West. Exactly what they needed. You see, Jones tells him exactly where to take it. Little dummy, full speed into contact, and then low gear engaged as he drives all the way through. Puts it over the line for 5. Great work from Dylan Luger out of Montana State University, the criminology major. 4-year varsity starter and captain in high school. Also played for the Eagles Impact Rugby Academy. Ooh, this one off the post, right back at him, no good for the conversion there out of Tyler Worthington, who's had a great game, again out of Diablo Valley College. Also played for Texas Tech back in the day as well. Could not cash in there with the extra 2. It's a 17-point lead with under 5 minutes left to play here in the second half. Appreciate you joining us here for the 2026 NCR Men's All Star Championships and Rising Stars competition. Here from beautiful Atlanta, Georgia. Low 50s today. Had a little bit of sunshine, but pretty dreary for the most part. Great run. Few coming in that way there for Rex Muldoon, the freshman out of Montana State. Gets the West right back on the front foot. Again, down by 17. So they'll need 3 tries to be able to get back into this one. But Luger keeps pressing. Chip over the top. Has a couple chasers there on the outside, but the bounce comes to the boys in blue for the South, and they'll just take that one out into touch. Be a turnover back to the West for the line out.
Okay, good. Thank you.
And Raven Jones, our referee out of the Ohio Referee Society. Special thanks to all the referees making their way from across the country, even had one in Canada as well, coming down to support these great athletes down here in a tremendous all-star competition.
Release him!
So much opportunity for all of these kids to grow as collegiate athletes and play on the big stage as well. West just take this one out into touch. Lane Gahagan could not stay in bounds, and so with about 3 minutes left to play, it'll be a turnover back to the South.
On the tunnel. Red front lift. Red front lift here. Thank you. Blue, no huddle. No huddle. Come on.
Trying to keep things moving here. It's the South trying to just let that clock tick as much as possible. Again, a bit of a slow delay. They'll go to the front, and it's tapped back beautifully there by Cameron Elliott. Back to the center of the pitch. Nice strong drive forward from Braden Wall to kind of give him a little bit of breathing room. And then it's the double try score. Connor Brady smashing into the defense again. Lost it though, held on to it, and a penalty's given back to the West. They'll look to pound another one in.
Back 10.
As Joshua mentioned earlier, all about, here in this pool play competition, it's all about total points scored. So West trying to pour it on as much as they can, even though it might be a little out of hand. Off to the left-hand side, Billings, 8 meters away.
Come back.
They're coming back to the penalty. Advantage was on, none gained there.
Got a minute.
Still got a minute left to play. There's the mark. Quick tap coming here from Isaac Fershing. Takes it in. He's over the line. Not able to dot it down. They're going to bring this one back. Referee kind of caught on the far side. Unfortunate stuff there for the West, as it did from this angle kind of look like they were able to get it in. Let's hear what they got. Yeah, no angle there from the far side. And so a penalty is going to be given here. And the kickoff into touch. Again, special thanks to everybody joining us down here at Silverbacks Park. Got the K-pop Demon Hunters ringing loud here in Georgia. As the West just trying to, again, try to maybe steal a few more points out of this match, as the South have been terrific throughout, scoring 17 unanswered points at one point to really wrap this one up. Throw a little bit awry, scramble for it. It's eventually scooped up by the boys in blue. Just a couple minutes left, and that actually will do it. Let's see, any time left on Raven Jones' watch? No, sir, and that will do it. 41-24. It's the South Rising Stars able to come away with their first victory on the weekend by 17 points. Put themselves in a good position to still maybe make that championship match tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll step aside, and when we return, we go back to the All-Star competition. Good to go. Mike, you got me? Check, check.
This is the second round. Collegiate Rugby All Stars, National Collegiate Rugby's Men National Shield Challenge Atlanta 2026. It is New England Independent Red taking on the Great Lake Thunderbirds. I am John Broker, joined by Tim Wilkes for this matchup. We are moving on in the rounds. Tim, this should be an exciting matchup.
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun to see who can prevail here. Two winners from this morning, both in big-time fashion, 52-0 there for the Independence Reds, and for the Great Lakes Thunderbirds, it was a 29-5 victory over the Foundry. So both of them showed just how potent they can be. Independence Reds, 7 different players with a try in helping out their 52-point win. It's going to be a lot of fun to see which of these teams can punch their ticket to the championship match tomorrow evening.
It should be a good one. Yeah, the other Western Bison versus Southeast Bears, the other part of the bracket here. As we're talking about it, it is New England Red. In red is going to kick off from right to left on the screen. And in the gray are the Great Lakes Thunderbirds. We are underway here. Rugby action to go. John Goey, the UMass product, gets that ball up in the air. Red putting some pressure on their first matchup, which when handily was very strong. So it'll be a different story here. A ball picked up right away the move, really at the line. Tremendous work, little bobbled ball there for actions here. Here comes Owen Clark. Owen Clark, short. The referee Miles, a very distinguished referee. That one is short. They have an advantage here, so we'll see what happens with this New England Red team. Ball comes short again. That was Jack Roble trying to take that one in. Looking to come across. Ball comes out the back to McGoey. He goes wide. There's space out there. Finley Brown is going to touch that one down. The Brown University grad student from the Cranley School and High School touches down the first 5 points in under a minute.
Boy, unrelenting pressure there, John, as they took right back where they left off earlier, 52 this morning, and almost pounding it in multiple times, getting real close with the big boys, and then they decide to spin it. Beautiful pass on the outside from McGoey, hits its target on the skip. Finley Brown takes it the distance, and boy, that is one potent squad here for the Independence Reds, looking to go back-to-back here in the All Star Championship.
Yeah, they look like a good unit there. You know, those first games, we kept talking about it through Tim's, like, you have to get that rhythm down to get together with these players that you don't normally play with. And in the second game, it should start to tie in, and that's the start that this Red team will be looking for. Kick to come for this Independence team. Knight puts that one up, and it is not going to make it. The grad student from Dartmouth, London, England, born. Can't hit that one, so they're up 5-0. A good start. Going to want to answer here with the Thunderbirds, too.
Yeah, it was a great start, exactly what they needed, and that was John Warabell, big number 4 for the Independent Reds, was able to get that intercept, and then a couple phases later, they punch it in for the first try.
New England Red working their way forward here inside their 22. Driving forward. Tuala moves that one out to the left-hand side.
Let it come.
Tuala goes to the boot, hangs that one high. It is going to go into touch. He was brought inside the 22, so we should be okay. It's going to be a line out, however, for the Thunderbirds. On defense will be the New England Independence Red.
Yeah, they're just making sure to see if it was taken back. And great job from our AR and our referee to make the right decision here. And so, yeah, it was outside the 22. They passed it back in, went into touch. So we'll come all the way back to where it was kicked. That's exactly what the Thunderbirds needed to try and get things started and cranking up here in Georgia.
Harley Sherman, a senior at Walsh University, gets us started here. Ball up. Play on the move here. Ball slips in behind. Chip forward. Attempt by New England Red, but it bounces off one of the Thunderbirds players as well. Referee McIver spot that they are fine to go. Ball's gone backwards. They're going to play on there as Owen Clark makes the tackle. Down this left-hand side they go. Musinguini, the danger player at number 10, plays 10 for Zimbabwe as well.
Let me referee it, guys.
Telling the players to get their hands away there. Ball's back in action. They go in behind a couple of runners. Nyamunda takes it. He puts the wide pass in. Nyamunda, a tremendous asset for this Thunderbird. The ball a little bit loose on the ground. We'll see where this penalty is. And players are just dragging someone out of the ruck there, so that one is going to come to a penalty for Birds.
And not releasing the call there. They went in a little too early for the poach. Again, sit back 10. And again, it was the Reds who were able to get that quick try off of the interception. Thunderbirds having to take a little bit longer, tougher road for the 5.
Here comes service.
Going to be Thunderbirds ball here as they plan out what they're going to do. Ball in Sherman's hands again. Leslie, another Walsh University player, comes in, and it goes to Red. So they're going to break up this left-hand side. Look at the moves coming in here for Red. That's Philemoni Montu, AIC player. They come across middle of field, looking to punch some holes here, and they do. Dual has a couple of players paying attention to him. They're going to push this one field anyways. Pace is spotted, but it goes directly into touch all the way across. So we're going to where that was picked from is being another Thunderbirds lineout.
Yeah, only maybe 10, 12 inches away from keeping that one in play and being a great kick. But in the end, second time, John, that they've had to come all the way back from where that was kicked. Got to be a little bit smarter with the boot moving forward.
Yeah, the touchline is a little closer to these kind of gated fences than some at least used to at their home field. So judging that sometimes just a little bit off. That one comes down to 2 Thunderbirds. Last one was stolen away. Thunderbirds try to punch a hole in the middle. It's been Stephen Herbst doing the honors there quite often in these first 2 games for the Thunderbirds. Referee thought about a whistle there, but it's going to come back up to Denishan. Denishan is going to move that one across. Good defense, but some forward momentum coming here for the Thunderbirds. Tacklers moving away. Players trying to get in over there. Jamie Phillips looking for that one. Good defensive pressure comes, but look at the hole that opens up. Here come the Thunderbirds. That's Naven Couch. He gets that one away. A little pop-up pass, another pass off the ground. Thunderbirds on the march here. They've got some runners out to the left, looking to get it out there. Long looping pass from Musinguini Are they going to run out of space? Still have the ball. Driving forward with an advantage according to referee McIver. Pick and go from Niamunda. He can do it all. Advantage still going for the Thunderbirds team. We'll hold this advantage for a long time. Cross here. Here comes a cross kick. Free play. Comes down to the hands of Independent Red. But we'll come all the way back across for that penalty.
Yeah, good job trying to see if they can find something there with the crossfield kick. Almost came to fruition. Great struggle for it, but in the end, the Reds are able to deny the try, but they are not out of the woods yet, John. Another penalty here, and it looks like they might be taking the scrum. Now going for the line out.
Yeah, Musinguini's going to push it in the corner. They're going to look for it as we take another look here, Tim.
Yeah, great work. Niamunda inches them forward as they try to get something the first 5 of the match. And then the spin and the kick to the outside. But the penalty was on, and so an opportunity now for the Foundry. Got plenty of numbers, just a small 4-man line out. Let's see if the strategy prevails.
Yeah, you can see in that last shot how many options they have out wide there as the ball comes down. They are going to keep it a little tight there. To Couch. Looking for the line, at the line, over the line. It is big Matthew Cooper. Matthew Cooper, senior out of Walsh University from Belfast, Ireland. Down 5 points. We are tied up in Atlanta at Silverback Park.
Yeah, that one never really, got into a tight grouping here with the maul. You see him go up and get it. Great work by Couch. And then as it comes back, he takes it off the back and is able to boost his way through for the try. But great work again, taking that one off the back. Instead of trying to keep it in and push forward, he just peeled off, found space there on the right, and earned the first try of the match. Again, both these teams with huge victories this morning. Not too surprised to see us knotted up here at 5.
Musinguini to try to add the extras here. Yeah, I think a lot of the Reds players were looking at all the options out wide, and they just kept it tight, able to drive it over. Well done there by the Thunderbirds. Kick to come. He always has the distance. Assistant referees are happy. We are at 7-5. First lead change of the game. The Thunderbirds take a 2-point lead over Independent Red. And this is already just a game of pure excitement here, Tim.
Yeah, Musinguini making his presence felt here in the early moments, but only 10 minutes gone by, and both these squads showed just how quick they can strike and how potent they can be on the offensive ends.
Ball taking a little lift there by the Thunderbirds.
Taking back.
Musinguini off the left boot, spirals it down. A little bit of a weird bounce, but it's going to wind up in the hands of Independent Red. So they are at the line there. That's Richard Wofford. Knocks it on in the action. It's going to be a scrum for the Thunderbirds right at midfield. Good result for them.
Yeah, good tenacious defense as well as they come up and make a big-time collision, able to jar that one loose as it got slammed to deck. Give them an opportunity now. Again, it was just a first minute of action that the Reds were able to score and really have not even, this is probably the closest they have been in Thunderbird territory since then. Thunderbirds really starting to take control of this match.
Bind. Sit.
Ball in, good drive here coming from the Independence players. Up in the air, ball stolen away. Here come Independent Red. Chappell off the back, gets the ball to Tuala. They get it to Manu. Manu to the ground, but it slips. It was a knock-on advantage to the Thunderbirds. They're going to take that one. Advantage is clearly over, says the referee. The Thunderbirds on the move here. Musinguini has a pod in the middle of the field. Pod moves back towards the contact area. Another penalty player is not rolling away quick enough. Right on the spot there is referee Miles McIver.
Yeah, I think that was Matt Schwab. Just kind of got caught on the back of that ruck, right in between the ball. And so caused a little bit of havoc there. So he gets sent back 10 for the penalty, not rolling away quick enough. And quite a big kick here for the opportunity, John. 40, or excuse me, from the 10-meter line almost. Looks like they may be going for the posts.
This is in Musanguini's wheelhouse, 100%. He is some player to Kutu Musanguini. First at Iowa Central Community College, now at Wheeling University, continuing his education, playing for Zimbabwe's national team. And he has got the distance on these, and generally the accuracy as well. Hush around the crowd as they wait for the kick. Musanguini strikes left boot. Assistant referees looking at it. They are happy. Lead goes to 8. 13-5. The Great Lakes Thunderbirds lead New England.
Yeah, you called it, John, and you know that this coaching staff here for the Great Lakes Thunderbirds, Austin Morris and the rest of his squad, know the potential and the capabilities that Musanguini has as well. You mentioned it, right in his range. They now take the 5-point lead with 10 unanswered here in the last 10 minutes or so.
McGoey gets us going again. Last one taken down by the Thunderbirds, no problem. This one taken by Musanguini, just standing still. He's going to put the boot to it downfield, get some good distance. It's an independent red attacking ball from about 45 meters out. They need to get some points on the board here.
Yeah, terrific kick to find touch and give him a little bit of space as the Reds tried to pin him back inside the 22. But another great kick from Musanguini. Gets it done and pushes him back. Needs some phases with the ball here, John, as they really haven't had much here in the first half.
Jack Rubble takes that one down. Tuala moves it out to the first waiting pod there. Rushing defense comes on. Sherman beginning of that defensive push as a Red starting to punch some holes here into this defense. Matuku taken to the ground with a hard hit by the Thunderbirds. Looking to go a little wide. Ball gets tipped, but it stays alive for Independent Red. They're going to have to reset it. Ripped out of the hand there. Great work by Stephen Herbst. Forced that knock on, did Herbst. Going to be a scrum for the Thunderbirds.
Yeah, Niamunda was able to scoop that one up.
Yeah, the ball's out. Otherwise, I would have pinged it, yeah.
Just trying to see if we can hear anything there from the referee, but it will be the knock on. This the Thunderbirds team has really done a good job with some big hits here in the last few minutes. And that time they're able to jar one loose and get possession right back. And again, we were hoping the Reds maybe a couple phases, but that was about it.
Thunderbirds back in possession. Halfway through this first half, we are 13-5. Ball coming back here from McGoey, or 10-5. Sorry, making a mistake there. McGoey overextends it a little bit. We're going to have another line out here for Great Lakes. This is becoming an issue for this Independent Red team, giving up some territory.
Yeah, we're at 3 kicks out on the full in the first 15 minutes of this match. They have got to get a better grasp of kind of how to place those kicks a little bit. And some tired legs, a full 60 minutes of rugby this morning. Kind of play games with it a little bit, but on the opposite side, Musanguini has shown that shouldn't be the case.
Navin Couch takes that one down one-handed, but it winds up in the hands of Jamie Phillips. Jamie Phillips, Dartmouth grad student. So on another pickoff turnover here, our Independent Red. Let's see if they can make something happen this time. Wofford shows it, goes back.
Checo! Hey, 4!
Across they come. Pile in the bodies in. Jordan Chappell happened to do that. Scored a couple tries in their first one today. Some room out back there. Runner coming through. That's Jamie Phillips. Jamie Phillips just loves it. Hits the 22-meter line. Ball still alive. Tuala finds Wofford. Back across they come. Into the hands of Owen Clark. Owen Clark goes to the ground. Tuwala again. They have runners. Ball gets to Chappell. Chappell has to take that one forward. Tuwala again has McGoey. McGoey gets a ball, tips it over to Yeldum. Hamish Yeldum takes it to the ground. Lined up here, methodical rugby coming, but a knocked back there was Basuku, player coming in and over for the Thunderbirds. Tuwala again. They're at the 22, going through the phases, not gaining too much ground. That tackle looked a bit high from there, not rolling away is what referee McIver says. So we'll come back to the penalty here for New England Independent Red.
Points.
Yeah, that was Philip Tracy trying to surge forward and get his team the ball back, but illegally done so. And so the Reds will have an opportunity just about 25 meters out, pretty close to center. One that they should be able to cash in and creep back into this match. Just 13 minutes left in the first half. Down by 5, and so it'd be good to cash in. They haven't had a ton of possession. It would be huge if they can score here.
Pretty good run up the guts there.
Stepping up is Ethan Knight, the grad student at Dartmouth from London for Harlequins U18s. Strikes that one. Assistant referees are happy. 10-8, 2 points here in it between these two teams. Very evenly matched as we're heading into the 19-minute mark of this first half. 30-minute halves here. So plenty to keep playing for.
And that was really the second time that they've gotten that close to the Thunderbirds try line. So great job to be able to come away with points. And now the last 10 minutes or so, maybe take the lead here for the Independence Reds.
They go a little deeper. Ball called in the back by Phillips. Phillips loves this tournament. Player takes that one just a little flat-footed as Owen Clark. Owen Clark, Brown University player, played football there as well, out of Staples High School in Connecticut. Before he got into college football, he was a US U18, U20 in the rugby world. So coming back is Clark. Ball hangs up in the air there from Tuwala. Is that one another overcooked ball?
Guys, listen to me.
And indeed it is. They keep kicking these directly into touch, becoming a big issue at the moment, Tim.
Yeah, good job catching that one and making sure his feet were off the ground. And so the first contact was out into touch. So a good smart play there on the back end. And with 10 minutes left to play, the Thunderbirds look to surge forward yet again. They've done well on these lineouts so far.
Ball up, taken down by the Thunderbirds. They're on the move again in the middle of the field. Here comes Herbst. He's their setup man off of these. Players run away. Jamie Phillips in, trying to get a hold of that. Referee asks him to let go, and he does. Musanguini moves it wide. It's a flat pass. Going forward there, Jack Eberly. At the 22. Another hole opens up for Couch. Naven Couch tackled the 22. Ball came off the feet there, wound up in the player's hands. Back they go. Musanguini looking inside. Ball winds up in Red's hands. Little pass over the top there from Owen Clark. Schwab with a big run. It gets chipped forward. It was not going to go to hand. Back into the hands of McMahon. McMahon gets that one to the ground. On the move still. Players in there trying to rip that away. Musanguini does. Musanguini has the ball and the penalty. Great work to get back there for that one, but a good surge from New England Red.
Yeah, I think that was McMahon on the outside. With the chip kick forward, things opened up, but good defense on the back end. Sure tackling by the final two defenders. And then they're able to get the penalty advantage at the end. Great work on the defensive end as we have to deny that great prowess there from the Reds, who earlier again put up 52 points in their first match. As we take another look, beautiful backhand pass there by Clark to find his target, and that one just spills away, but the beautiful kick by McMahon, boots it forward soccer style. And then right there, two players on the ball to get the turnover.
Contested ball up in the air, but the Thunderbirds come down with it. That's their 22. Good defensive pressure keeps them stuck in there. Independence Red going right over that one, and they're going to get the penalty this time. Ball to New England.
Holding.
Yeah, not releasing the call there, and so this will set things up not quite as close to the center to maybe go for the penalty again, but we'll set this one up and actually give it one more go, John.
Looking for these points, important for them. Another lead change here. The referee having a discussion. One of the Thunderbird players, most likely their captain.
Okay, I'll take a look, okay? Yep.
And a chance to fully take the lead for the second time here for the Reds as they had that first try of the match early.
Knight. Kick from the other side. Launches this one up into the air. Referee's happy again. We have another lead change. 11-10 here in Atlanta at NCR National Collegiate Rugby's Collegiate Rugby All Stars Men's National Shield Challenge. All weekend on NCR.tv. Working here with Tim Wilkes as Mussolini gets ready to start it again. High kick, swirling, knocked back into Red's hands. Knight right there, has had a couple of kicks, gets to Philemoni Manu. Manu shows outside. Manu puts on the Jets. Manu gets that ball away, but not held there by Knight. Another great run into the other team's territory, ended by a knock on there for this independent Red team. Scrum here to the Thunderbirds.
Philemoni Manu shows his athleticism there as he was able to dance around a couple of players and then had that final pass. Just required more of a pop, let that thing just hang up in the air. Instead tried a little bit of a backwards movement to it to throw it back to his player. A little too hot to handle. But that could have been the breaking point here in the first half for the Reds. Finally cashed in for that try number 2.
Referee McIver really eyeing that one up as the players come piling in there from New England. And they're going to draw that penalty right away. That is some strong scrummaging from the men from the Northeast there. Players just getting taken away by the Thunderbirds. And that, Tim, can really be a bit demoralizing.
Yeah, it looked like they're on their own put-in. It looked like they had it for a second, but a big surge from the Reds pushed them back, and then as soon as that ball popped to the other side, you saw players doing the same, popping up, getting out of their positions. Easy call for the referee. John, not exactly how they drew it up in this one, just the one try, but looking for their third penalty kick of the match. Before total here in the first half. I don't think we've seen even 4 total in any of the matches so far this weekend.
Yeah, most of these teams are wanting to run, but these teams want to go to the finals here, so something's certainly on the line. Ethan Knight lines it up again. He hit from the left, he hit from the right. Can he hit from straight in front? Strikes that one well. Assistant referees doesn't hit that one, so we're going to stay at 11-10. Just about 4.5 minutes to go in this first half, Tim.
Now, I like the strategy there, but now you got the 22-meter drop. Got to play a little bit of defense and see if they can secure possession back with about 4.5 minutes left to play in the first half.
Weenie going to go fairly long with that one. Ball's going to bounce into Philemoni Manu's hands. Manu is going to hang one high. Doesn't get much distance, but has players chasing onto the one. It bounces back towards Great Lakes. But an errant pass there is going to put a lot of pressure on this team. We're going to see what the referee's going to go back to. It might have been a knock-on off of the independent Red team, and it was. Go all the way back out to about 45 meters. It's going to be a put in here for the Great Lakes Thunderbirds.
Yeah, unlucky there for the Reds as it looked like they might have a little bit of an opportunity there as they sent that one back in. But I thought maybe they could have been a little bit offsides on that kick, had multiple red jerseys coming back for it. But just a little bit too much height there from Philemoni Manu as he tried for the up and under and find one of those red jerseys underneath.
A little more distance on that kick to run onto. Ball's in. Big push again here coming from Independent Red. Trying to dig it out are Great Lake, and they do. The Thunderbirds on the move. Get the ball to one of the danger runners, Niamunda. To the outside to Herbst. He's the power runner. He's got that ball out to the wing. Try to keep that one alive. Does it wind up in Red hands? Again, it does. A knock-on as well. So they have a knock-on advantage here. Ball coming back out. We'll see what they decide to do with this one. The all-rounder there, and Jordan Chappell takes that one in. Tuala has the ball at his feet. He's got some runners off to that right-hand side. Going to hang a contestable ball up in the air if he can. Not as contestable as he would like. Going to get marked there by Musuguini, so he's got a free kick here. Looking towards the touchline. Just allows him to set and have more time, and he's got quite a left boost him.
Terrific distance on that one, almost all the way to the 22-meter line off of the free kick from his own half of the pitch. And they're sitting here with a little over 2 minutes left to play. That's exactly what they need to see if the Great Lakes can go back on top here with a couple more phases.
Red line out since it was a free kick. Gets over to the other team. Ball comes down quick to Tuala. He's got some runners. Chappell is happy to take a couple of defenders with him. Tuala has some runners there. Takaindisa gets the ball. Takaindisa, a St. Bonaventure University player. So out of Zimbabwe, fair amount of Zimbabwean representation here. Tuala puts that one up. Can he make this one a little more contestable? It's outside of the 22, and a rare mistake from Tukudzwa Musuguini. That is something you don't see very often. He bobbled that ball and went forward. It's in independent hands. Ball is up to Clark. Clark gets that ball to Chappell, a wily runner in his own right. Musuguini off his feet there and gets called for it right away. So this is independent red ball right in front of the post. Maybe be looking for it again.
And a couple of big-time mistakes there. Just trying to be aggressive, had the knock-on early, and then lost it forward, and then that transferred possession. But then that penalty here is going to give them an opportunity. I think they're just going for the scrum, I believe, John. They'll try to push this one through here in the waning moments of the first half.
They've been ways to go for a pushover scrum here, but they've been drawing these penalties here. So this is an interesting change of tactic. Enough of these penalties, and you have to bin one of the props on the other team, right? So if that's what happens, you get a player off the field, changes things, changes the dynamic of the game. So we have Tuala to put the ball in here. I would expect to see them try to draw a penalty. Or they hold it steady, and Tuala comes off the back. Tuala goes around the back to McGoey. McGoey gets to the wing, but they're covered out there. Are they going to be in touch? Musuguini rips the ball away. Effort thwarted. Might have wanted to just go for that penalty and get the points on the board. But it's back in red hands. Here comes Ethan Knight. Ethan Knight taken down, able to recycle that one. Tuala has some runners. McGoey chips that one inside the 22. Taken by the Thunderbirds. Thunderbirds at their 22. We're in the red here. Maybe a little bit of referee's time. We will see. Ball kicked out the back there. Tui is in red hands. Red looking for a big run to end this one off here. Tuala has some company but gets some runners. Jordan Chappell takes that one. Tuala again. This is Jamie Phillips. Phillips into contact. Ball's going to come back. Holds one of the players from the Thunderbirds in there, but the referee gives him time to go. That's Owen Clark. Tuala. A little short pass there from Knight. Got to get this one to the ground, do the independent, and they do. Players have to release from Great Lake. McGoey goes to that little chip again. Hasn't quite worked yet. Looking to kick that in a touch. Almost doesn't make it. We're going to go into halftime with a 1-point lead for New England Independent Red. 11-10 over the Great Lake Thunderbirds. We're going to step aside for a few minutes and back to the second half in just a minute.
In a sport of power and precision, you need a powerful, precise camera. Analyze your game. Build your team. Grow together.
Ready? Up.
Video captures moments. A powerful camera for a powerful sport.
Rugby!
Consistency on three. 1, 2, 3.
Listen to this crowd. Sensational. Get into it. There's a magic show in Vegas. Viva Rugby League.
We are back for the second half. It's a 1-point game. New England Independent Red lead Great Lakes Thunderbirds 11-10. John Brugger with Tim Wilkes, second half action. You're going to see the Thunderbirds kick off. What a game so far, Tim.
Yeah, it was the 3 penalty kicks for the Reds that were able to get them the 1 point advantage. Had the one try early off of an interception. Good defense. But since then, they've just been cashing in with the threes. It's been a fun game to watch, Phil.
See what the messages were at halftime. It's been a dominant independent scrum so far. Independent take the kickoff and get a penalty immediately, player not rolling away. Pretty obvious there. He could have gotten out of that lane.
Yeah, just kind of got caught there behind the ball. Got to at least give an attempt to roll away from it. Referee didn't see it in time. Easy, quick penalty.
Line out here for Independence and Diamond Dave Haynes running assistant referee on that side of the field. Players walking in here for the independent red. They go to the center of the line out there and take it down through Roble. The referee says it wasn't straight. Seemed like it was fairly down the tunnel there, but it must have been taken there by the Thunderbirds. Thunderbirds are going to go for the line out. Sherman to put this one in.
Yeah, unfortunate stuff there. Just couldn't quite keep it straight. Not a ton of wind to speak of down here in Georgia, but got to get a little bit better throw.
Thunderbirds take that one down. Thunderbirds, big pressure coming on here from Independence defensively. They take that one forward through Herbst. Doesn't make the ground he normally likes to make. Players in and over there. That's Phillips. Looks like we're going to come back here. Knock on by New England Independent Red. It's going to be a scrum here for the Thunderbirds, whether they want it or not.
Yeah, just unfortunate stuff there with the knock on here in the first couple of minutes of the second half of action. I've liked what I've seen from both these squads, just cashing in for points. You mentioned it. This is almost like a championship match here between two premier squads. And so they are given trying not to give any little inch of opportunity to either side. It's been a good, tight, close match from the very beginning.
Good shot of the Independence coaching staff back there. Dave LaFlamme, Kyle Sunken, Eddie Turbity. Ball in here, pressure coming on. Ball coming back towards Independent. It floated out the side there, so the referee's going to bring it back. But Independent Red continue to put the pressure on around the scrum, Tim.
Yeah, just a tremendous surge each and every time. Not a ton. They've got a couple of big boys in the pack, but so does the Thunderbirds. It really just kind of seems to be more of a technique thing right now. Got to get low, surging as one unit. That is the key, but right now it has been all Reds as they continue to push. For the Thunderbirds, they're just lucky to get these ones out the back when they have that pressure on them.
Marcel Denison to put this one in. Denison, a junior at Aquinas College. Puts that one in, and the pressure coming again from New England Red. Driving more power this time, and they get the penalty. It's just a sore spot for them.
Yeah, just tried to bring that one back. Some possible little hands in there as they're trying to get it back, but a huge drive yet again gives another penalty back to the Reds.
Diamond Dave Haynes lines this one up. It's going to be a throw in here for this team. The New England Independent Reds, another opportunity here. Waiting for a ball is Phillips. Player covered his head behind there. Thought he was going to take some shrapnel. Player change comes in for the Thunderbirds. Thunderbirds, Austin Morris, Sam Inari, Sam DiFilippo, Nicholas Taylor, the coaching staff. To the front they go to Schwab. Matt Schwab, grad student at Brown. So played at Holy Cross from West Hartford, Connecticut. Ball goes to the ground. Did it go to the ground legally? A ref is there, says it's fine. Tuala goes to Clark. Clark gets that ball. Tuala has runners coming again. Big Jack Roble takes that one. There's half to release from Great Lakes, and they do. Get the ball up to Yeldum. Yeldum. Ball comes again. Tuala's going to go back in the other direction. McGoey's going to go a little wider this time. It's at the wing, but players able to drift over there and set up a defense. They do have a full field here, so we'll see what the move is going to be. Takaindisa. Takaindisa to the ground. Referee McIver asking the tacklers to move. Baller to Philemoni Manu. Manu gets to the Phillips. Phillips. Line is just about 5 meters in front of him. Wasn't held. Ooh, or was he? Referee's going to stop that one up. It's going to be a penalty here for the Thunderbirds at their own 5 meter line.
Yeah, Phillips does not agree with that one, John. Thought he had it, thought he had picked it back up. Legally so, but referee right there on the spot. We get dinged for the penalty and some relief for the Thunderbirds.
Yeah, Yeah, referee said he was tackled, so he had to release that one, even though he rolled forward. I thought he might not have been fully tackled, in which case he'd be able to get up. But we have ball coming in here for the Thunderbirds. Have had pressure on them at these set pieces. Let's see what they decide to do. They're at their own 35-meter line. Ball up and long. It's going to sail over the top and into the hands of Matt Schwab. Schwab gets rid of one. Schwab takes the ball to the ground. Tuala has runners. Basuku loves to have a go as a grad student at Dartmouth. Ball up again to Taka Indisa to the ground. Ball taken well. It goes by Schwab, this time into the hands of Jordan Chappell. Chappell, hard to take down in this close. Now it's up to Knight. Knight can't quite find anybody, so goes on his own just in front of the try line. Are they going to go to the power game? More than likely. Here comes Owen Clark. The football cross back over, scores a try. And Owen Clark from Westport, Connecticut touches down 5. An early return to rugby here. Welcome back, Owen. 5 points more on the board for Independent Red.
And that's what we've been waiting for from this Red squad throughout the match. They're finally able to string together a good 10 to 15 phases and punching their way forward. Finally for the try, just relentless power. Take another look here off to the right-hand side. Great defense as a charging run there from Chappell. But then just keep the pressure on, unrelenting, swimming through players there in the center of the pitch, and eventually able to punch it through. But it was that little bit of movement there from Ethan Knight that really gave them the go forward they needed, and the surge there on the outside from Owen Clark. Great work by the Reds.
The kick is good, so it's a 7-point game. Yeah, Clark, 6'4", 240, big unit. Taking that one over the try line. 7-point game here. Still anybody's ball game.
Yeah, John, that's the first try there for the Reds in over 35 minutes of action. But they still were able to keep piling on the points with those penalties, and now have really started to uplift that score line a little bit more as well.
Wofford takes that one down. Tuala looking for some runners here and has them. That was Owen Clark, spills that one into touch. So maybe a choice here whether they want to scrum or a lineout.
Take another look here. Got him down within a couple of meters, but never fully slowed down. Caught that one probably at a jogging pace, was able to turn that into straight power, and the big fella just leans forward, puts that pressure on the defense, and slides over the line for the 5.
Ball up here for the Thunderbirds. They took the line out. Niamunda takes it into contact. Did not opt for the scrum, wisely so. Bouncing ball goes behind Musanguini. Phillips in over that one. Is he timing? Good. His timing is perfection. Phillips turns that one over. Independent Red stem that one. Just about 10 minutes gone in this second half.
Yeah, Phillips, such a stout big body, 6'1", 230 for the grad student. And he shows his power there over the ball, gets the poach, and earns his team the penalty to push it back on the other side of the pitch.
Phillips to put this one in. Turnbridge, Wells, England. Looking to the front. Schwab takes that one down cleanly. Phillips has ball in hand. They are near the touchline, but he'll be okay. They come back around. Ball breaks off there. Schwab has it, able to recycle. Tuala calling for some runners to come around, finds Jordan Chappell. Jordan Chappell keeps his feet long enough. They get some players there, and Phillips spots a gap, tries to go for it, makes a couple of meters. Trying to build momentum here. That ball slips to the ground, but it comes back. There's a Great Lakes players all over it, but it comes back as big Owen Clark, the try scorer, takes another one in. Players in and over trying to rip that one away, and that one is going to be poached. good work there by this Great Lake Thunderbirds team, and that was Josh Groudle.
Groudle, just 5'10", 205, but used that body to get over the top of it. Now Musanguini will be able to send this one the opposite end of the pitch. Great work on the defensive end by Great Lakes.
Mistake there from Musanguini. Ball comes down, trying to rip that one away. Knight takes it in. Ball's clear there for Tuala. Players are through the middle. Referee says it's fine, but Suku puts it out the back. McGoey has it. Ball out to the middle there to Chaplin. Chaplin gets to Philemoni Manu. Little pop-up pass there. Phillips has it. Gets it back to Manu. Going to have to get in and clean that one out. Taken away that time. There's Groudle as the ball goes cross field. They have some runners here. They'll put that ball up in the air. Wofford hangs another one up. Ball out there to Finley Brown. Tuala has some runners. Taka Indisa. Tanya Rajwa Taka Indisa. His knee on the ground. Players do have to release there, so Tuala's going to have the ball clear again. Referee says that's fine because the ball went back, so they're going to continue to go through Yeldum. Masuku. Runs into some big bodies there. Clash with Titans just inside the 22, but will recycle. McGoey pushes that one back in. Big run coming here from Roble. Roble makes some ground. Tuala, quick ball pointing to the left-hand side. Slows down just a tick there. Chapel. Once again. McGoey puts it in behind. Knight looking for some runners. Gets the ball up in the air to Patrick McMahon. The BC wing. It spilled forward. Lost forward. So if they don't get this ball away, it's going to be a scrum here for the Thunderbirds. And I said this before, Tim, whether they like it or not.
Yeah, it was sustained pressure coming in from Independence, boys out of New England, but eventually they're able to come away with it, just taking that punishment time and time again on the defensive end. But in the end, they've got the ball. They're able to have something here off the scrum, but I've been really impressed with this Thunderbird defense. Again, 52 points in their first match, 52-0 for the Independence Reds. So a much better showing here for the Thunderbirds against this really stout offense.
Thunderbirds players queuing up here, trying to get a good, stable, steady scrum. Musanguini in shot there. Tuala, you can see in red, pointing out the potential threats coming. Big drive. Ball coming back steadier this time to the Thunderbirds. It can't gain much ground. Under pressure in their own end. Ball squirts. Still alive. Penalty comes there. Player in and over. Taka Indisa, it looks like. Wanted to go quick. Was Basuku having fun? Let's see what the choice is here. We're going to go for the post again. Try to put this up to an 11-point game.
Yeah, we saw 3 penalty kicks for the Reds in the first half, 1 for the Thunderbirds. But John, the big thing here for me is the Thunderbirds have been shut out of this match for the last about 35 minutes of action. This has been all Independent Reds ever since they took that 10-5 lead. But right now, opportunity to keep things moving. It'll bring it to an 11-point lead, extending things a little bit. They've been so good with these kicks, might as well cash in when you got the opportunity.
Certainly will. Ethan Knight has been on for these. Just about the 15-minute mark here. About 3/4 of this game gone. Referee telling Knight he's going to have to kick this ball pretty soon. Knight steps. Launches that one. Assistant referees are happy with another 3 points on the board here. So New England Red, as you said, Tim, just putting the pressure on and then chipping away with the scoreboard.
Yeah, again, that's the 4th penalty kick for the Reds throughout the match. They've been fantastic, just taking those mistakes on the defensive end by the Thunderbirds. The boys from the Great Lakes, just a few too many inside their own end. And boy, have they been able to make him pay with that boot from Ethan Knight.
Musanguini hangs a high one up there, bounces back. Who's it going to come to? It's going to come to Great Lakes. Great Lakes on the move. Digging that ball out of the back in a bit of a wrestling match, driving towards the line as they can. That's Clayton Peters. Musanguini. Niamunda looking for a big run, but winds up handing the ball off. One of the players there from England Red, that's Patrick McMahon. He's got his knees to the ground, so players have to release him. Phillips will keep that one tight, most likely shaping for a kick here. They're inside their 22. Launch downfield. Will they find touch? They're going to keep it in field. On the run here is William Tui. Tui puts that ball across, nearly bobbled there, but nice steps. Herbst has been the power runner. Herbst looking for the line. He's got Matt Schwab on him. He dives. He's at the line. He's over the line. It's 5 points. Things are changing here in Atlanta.
Great work. That Herbst to the South African takes it the distance and shows his athletic prowess out here. Great effort to be able to burst through the defense and take it all the way. Good 40 meters for the try. You see there, almost forwards, but they're able to get that one behind the line, and then he just turns on the jet. Enough power to drag that big fella, 205 pounds, with him over the line. And a great try for him and get them the opportunity to get right back in this match, John. We had mentioned it, how long it had been since they scored. They needed that one badly.
Kick to come here from Musanguini on a tough angle. He is okay with these. He's a left footer, so this works pretty well for him. He'll take this kick pretty soon. He has the distance, and it comes off the post there, so it's a 6-point game. So converted try puts this Thunderbirds team ahead. Red will look to keep piling on the points and the pressure there. Great work. Musanguini, a tough angle there, just puts it off the post.
And the try scorer on that last one, Stephen Herbst, we've seen him on the defensive end. We've seen him come away with poaches, but boy, 40 meters off the break on that last pass. Great work to be able to take it the distance and bring his team right back in this match.
Yeah, he's been the player punching holes, but certainly made it happen on that one. Musanguini takes this one down. Musanguini hasn't really imposed himself in the game, but they get a player from Red in and over there, telling Jamie Phillips he has to let go of the ball. Players were set there, so it's a penalty. That one's knocked on. Huge mistake coming in there from the Thunderbirds. Players of two minds. Weeks wanted to go quick.
Yeah, just off the hands. And another player touches it right after. Just unlucky stuff. As you see the aggressive nature, Jamie Phillips has been tremendous in this match, but just a little too aggressive that time. Reaching the hand in and knocking it forward. Yeah, that's the inexperience of playing with so many players. Everybody, you got that ball in your hand, John. You don't want to give it up, even though it might be the right thing to do to a player. It's a little bit better position to take care of it.
Scrum coming here for New England Independent Red. Independents set that one in. That one goes down. Immediate penalty. Player right to the ground there on that side. With
it's
just 10.5 minutes to go here, we may see another kick coming from Knight.
And boy, John, it has been that kind of day on the scrummages for the Great Lakes. And really, that's been the key that's been able to generate so many of these penalty kicks. Their dominance in the scrums has been incredible.
They have certainly poured it on, and it's been a big part of their game when you can count on either stable ball Phillips, like every good Ivy League player, having the longest discussion with the referee. The finer points of the law. Tim, they never seem to win those ones.
No, he's been really good out there today. Him and alongside number 18, Jordan Chappell. The big boys running out in the wild, out in the open. Been really fun to watch them throughout this match.
Certainly a good discussion. Phillips has had a great game, just giving a little bit of a hard time as the kick is going to come from Knight. That one is good, so it extends the lead to 24. So there's 9 points in it. They're past one converted try here. So a lot of work to do for these Thunderbirds, but this is a team with explosive players all around. The Reds are going to have to keep that strong defense.
Yeah, for Great Lakes, need to see if that guy right there can put them in some good positions. That's what got those early 10 points up on the board as he was all over the pitch. We'll see if Musawingi can have some more magic left in the hat.
Inside.
Ball comes down to Wofford. Richard Wofford, Dartmouth College sophomore. Ball goes to Clark.
Lost. No.
And a penalty comes after as a player just not getting away from the ball there for Great Lakes.
Stay up.
Yeah, unfortunate stuff there, trying to go for it, but just kind of off his feet completely, laying over the top of it. Easy call for the ref.
Penalty there. It's going to be just inside their own half. It'll be their ball. Clock winding down a little bit. Working in the favor of New England Independent Red at the moment, the Independents. Put this one in. Bendisa coming in with the message for Phillips. Ball up to Schwab. Referee says not straight again. It looked okay to me. Player was reaching in there.
Yeah, to me, it's all about where he's catching it in proportion to his body. That one, it did seem pretty close to where his head was at. That's kind of what you want to use as a referee to gauge if it was straight down the line out or not. But second time they've had that call go against them.
Great Lakes choose the line out. Take that one down into the middle of the field they go. Good defense, but a bump off run there is what they need. A little bit of a sideways run there.
Teco!
From Staffieri.
Just make sure you come through the gate.
Great Lakes still has the ball. Little bouncer there. Makes life a little harder for Brian Foster. Foster takes that one to the ground. Musawingi, they have an advantage for an offsides here, but Niamunda's through. Niamunda at the 22. Gets tackled, gets the ball to Musawingi. Musawingi at the line. Forward pass. And that advantage was over. It's going to be a scrum here to the New England Independent. Thought that was a big breakaway play there for this Thunderbirds team. But it comes to not a great end for them, Tim.
Yeah, you saw the emotion on Niamunda's face. A great delay there, and then with the offload, I think he might have had a little bit of support on the outside with the ARs as well. In good position to be able to see that one maybe go just a little bit forward. Tough to tell from our angle up here, but great effort as you see just how much of a spark Niamunda and Musawingi can be for this Great Lakes squad.
Bind! Sit!
Ball in here, drive coming from Independent Red. They're looking to draw the penalty, and they already have. So free play here if they want it. They're going to come all the way back. It'll be a penalty here for New England.
Off the scrum. Loose forwards coming off the scrum.
And there, Tim, you hear him saying the loose forwards were just breaking off of that scrum.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, just got to make sure when you're bound in there as those loose forwards, you keep your shoulder. That's the point of contact you've got to have with the scrum. As soon as you pop up, start standing up, easy call for the referee. Knows you're no longer part of that scrum and breaking off early.
Teams ready to go there. Last game of the day in the stadium field. Western Bison you see there against the Southeast Bears that you just saw. Tim and I will bring you all that action. Next Level Rugby, bringing you all this great rugby on NCR.TV.
This gets getting wider and
All
wider.
Star Weekend.
Only 1 meter, okay?
All Stars next
it,
weekend.
okay?
Referee is talking about how wide this tunnel is becoming here. As they go to the front of the line out again. Referee okay with that one.
Not
driving or not.
Yeah.
Another not straight there. That body did look a little more to the outside to me.
Yeah, that one for sure caught it on the outside of his head. Easy call. Good job by Big Dave Haynes out there to be able to spot that one, eagle eye it from the sidelines.
Stop.
Looking for Couch. Ball comes down, they move it out into the middle of the field. Trying to step back in. Making some room. Musinguini puts the ball to Steffieri. He ran a little sideways before. Again, they go off into the wrong direction. That's Nkweli. Kelly takes that one in. Steffieri again, a little straighter this time. Tries to bump off a player. A little switch back in, but the defense is up to it. But a big break and run comes through there. Casey Graybill. 3.5 minutes to go, excuse me. Looking to put some points in here. Musinguini spills that one again. It's going to be a scrum here. That'll take another minute off the clock for this New England Red team. They may try to draw another penalty, Tim, I would imagine.
Yeah, that scrum is always going to be the bugaboo here for the Great Lakes. You see Musinguini has been such a tremendous athlete. They're out of Wheeling, but just could not hang on to that one to punch the ticket through. They needed that one bad, just 3 minutes left. Need 2 scores to take the lead. Missed opportunity goes by the wayside.
Crouch! Bind! Get in! Sit!
Tuwala gets that one in. Big drive coming this time from Great Lakes. They're going to get this one away through Chapel. Chapel to Tuwala. Looking a little wider this time. Pass comes out. Down this side they go. Great work here from McMahon. McMahon gets hauled down to the opposite 40-meter line. But Reds have an opportunity here. Ethan Knight takes that one in. Players have to come around and get it. Tuwala finds some runners. McGoey. Ball into the middle of the field there to Matt Schwab. Schwab takes that one to ground. Got to get their structures back together as they go a little wider. Phillips bounces off of one. Phillips working his way forward. Players trying to come in from Great Lakes, but ball's going to come back. Tuwala there, looking for the penalty, but referee says it's playable. Taka Ndisa. Tuwala again. That one a little dangerously wide, but Roble takes it down, so they'll be fine. Penalty against Red, and they're going to go quick. This is Niamunda. He knows the time. They didn't go 10. Niamunda looking for the line. Players coming in over that one for Independent Red. We're going to come all the way back. We're about a minute and a half on the game clock here, Tim. So a little time to get the 9 points as Musinguini goes quick. Some of his players are not back behind the line there. Fighting their way towards the line are the Great Lakes Thunderbirds. Big run coming in there from the big man, Brian Foster. He's from the University of Cincinnati. Phillips in and over that one. Is he going to turn that over? It's an advantage for a player coming off feet instead. It gets to Niamunda. Niamunda driving towards the line. Gets that ball away. Tony Manu runs away with it. We're going to come back for the penalty here. We are just over a minute on the game clock. See if the referee has any update on time here.
Yeah, tremendous effort. They're giving it everything they can, or the Great Lakes just looking for a little bit more.
Trying to hold it up. The hit comes from Schwab eventually. That stops him up there. Go a little wider. Musinguini has the ball turned over again by Red. Independent Red in the last minute here, looking good. Just kicks it away, goes McGoey. And that's the end of that one. New England Independent Red going to move forward, Tim. Tough luck for Great Lakes. What a matchup. What players we had on our hands. Great win for them.
Yeah, tremendous effort by the Independence Reds. Ethan Knight with the 4 penalties, a couple conversions as well. He helped put the points up on the board for the Independence Reds. And the back-to-back championship is still on here for New England.
I appreciate you, Brian.
Opportunity Bison versus Bears coming up next. Winner of that one will play this team right here, Reds, tomorrow. We're going to step aside for a second to be back to the last game after this.
We still got it.
You still got it, dude.
Oh, thanks, Jada. Appreciate you. Thank you.